What is up, everybody? It's your boy Nerd Kenpachi back at it again for Kenpachi's Room Podcast, episode 24. And we really do have the usual suspects this time, like everyone. Uh, got main man Blitz, say what's up. You feel me?
The usual suspects mean those who answer the call will be chosen.
Hey,
That's it.
that's like he said it. And we got this nigga Chef.
That's crazy.
Yeah. All right. Thank you, Chef, for the words. Fucking nigga. All right. Next we got Goats. I want to be e-girl so bad. We've
I
had you
do
on
though.
this is like your third time on the podcast, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. This he. I feel like you can call
We
him
only,
a
like I said,
usual.
we only respect those who answer the call.
Yeah, niggas don't want to answer the call. Niggas is niggas. You feel me?
Hey, always available most of the time.
I feel that. Then we got this
I
nigga
need a back
Mitch.
massage.
Oh, well, huh?
No, nothing. I need a back massage. My
Oh,
back hurt.
I feel that. I need.
Yeah.
Nah, I'm not finna say that. Let me chill out. All right. Mitch, say what's up to the people, bro.
Bro, what's up?
How them tires selling, my man?
Nigga, shut up.
I just. All right. You can go ahead and go into the mix of things. First topic. Now before I even start the trailer. You feel me? When did the trailer come out? It came out last night, right? When
Monday.
they Oh, it was
Monday
Monday.
night.
Oh,
Monday
okay.
night.
Monday night. Yeah. So we all peeped it. Feel me? I'm gonna ask y'all this one question though. All right. What did y'all think of the last movie? I'm gonna start with Blitz.
Wait, the last what?
The last movie, the latest movie of Star Wars that came out.
Oh, as in the
Yeah.
Last Jedi.
Yeah.
Oh, I've been on record saying this. Cinematically, probably one of the more stunning looking movies I've seen. Story wise and plot wise, one of the worst pieces of cinema I've ever seen.
You
That's
know
it.
what? I'm gonna keep my piece for last. Chef, what you think, my man? Being a Star Wars fanatic as yourself, and loving Star Wars as much as you do. I came in to test the levels that you're at. So Chef, being a diehard Star Wars and Disney's fan, what do you have to say on the last movie?
Mm.
All right, thank you. I appreciate
Look,
that.
I was like, hello.
this is what happened, bro. I got a free screening for the movie. Went in there thinking, bro, we finna get the best shit of all time. All questions was not answered.
No
Nothing was
questions were
answered.
answered.
And we sitting here with Snoke dead. We sitting here with Ray with no parents, and we don't even know the Knights of Ren, because they was just deleted out the plot.
They didn't matter. Remember?
You feel me? I like the movie, kind of. Some things here and there that's very questionable, but you know what I'm saying, it could have been a lot better. Ryan Johnson, I just don't fuck with you.
I know who's Ryan Johnson for the people who may not know in the chat.
The director, who will be directing the next 3 Star Wars movies after Episode 9.
Hmm.
They
Oh,
still
so
let him have his trilogy?
they're continuing it.
Oh, yeah.
I thought they moved off of him.
Nah, they not
Isn't
doing
it isn't it the Game of Thrones niggas?
Yeah, I thought first. I think there's a
No,
bunch
they
of
they,
projects.
they writing, ain't they? I thought he was
There's-
still directing.
Oh,
There,
damn.
yeah, I think there's a bunch of projects going on. Are they all doing the same stuff?
Them niggas gotta do
Probably.
the prequel to Game of Thrones, right?
Ain't nobody trying to see
I'm
that,
pretty
though,
sure he
are
still
they?
got the next 3 movies in the lineup.
Oh, okay. All right. I'm probably tripping now. All right. But that's what you thinking, Chef? That's you?
Yeah, because I have rewatched it. What was that? A few months ago, and it wasn't as bad as the first time I saw it, but it's just still, and it could have been a lot better.
I feel that, bro.
That's my thoughts.
Uh, Man, goats. You being also a Star Wars fan like a Chef. What did you think?
Uh, I have already proven I have a fundamental disagreement with everybody else. Apparently, I thought The Last Jedi was great. Like, I don't know. My problem with The Force Awakens and everybody's problem with The Force Awakens was that it was like too focused on nostalgia. And so The Last Jedi was basically like, okay, fuck nostalgia. Let's actually make this our own trilogy and focus on our own characters and do dynamic things with their character arcs.
which
And
they
then
failed to do, in my opinion.
I thought they did. And then when they did that, people got mad.
Hmm.
So, yeah. I think that killing off Luke is like kind of a good idea. It's like a really good idea because, like, I don't know, man, you can't be riding on the backs of a franchise of a trilogy that came out like 30 years ago, 30 plus years ago, actually 40 years ago. Excuse me.
Disney does that all the time, though.
He's not lying.
So
No,
what
they
makes
about to do
this
that
any
with
different?
9.
What makes this any different? Especially
I
now
don't-
that it's under Disney.
I'm not looking forward to Palpatine coming back in 9. I think that shit is whack. To be
I'm
honest.
glad you brought that up, but yeah,
Uh,
we're gonna have yeah.
Yeah, we
I was-
gonna talk about that. You feel me?
I think they just really need to like break away from the original trilogy, which is what The Last Jedi really started to do, which is why I appreciated it.
Mm.
They just like really need to break away. That shit is dead. It's the same story that we've been seeing since before I was even born. So, I don't know. I'm good on that.
I feel that. I feel that.
Fuck.
Michelin Man, the tire seller,
Oh,
salesperson.
the cinematics were
What-
fucking
I
awesome.
don't know who that
Oh yeah,
is.
yeah, yeah. We I feel like we all agree on that. The cinematics always is
Now,
tight.
see, now the way that
Oh,
Goats puts it, I don't disagree with what he was saying. It's just like two different directors kind of fucks up the whole thing.
Yeah,
There's no
It's out of place.
That
if
is
if
true.
they, I like the idea of them branching off, but since
was
it started
horrible.
off as nostalgic, and then Ryan Johnson came in and to change it, it's like it kind of fucked up the whole.
I didn't think The Force Awakens was that good of a movie. So,
So yeah, that's
I didn't
that's the
think.
thing.
Yeah. I mean, I don't like. We want to get Mitch's thoughts, but there's so many. I have so many thoughts and feelings on the Star Wars as a franchise and what they've done with the new trilogy versus the old.
we
Like I
talked
said,
about it before.
Yeah, we've talked about. I think I don't disagree with the idea. I just think it was horribly executed because of what Chef said. Different directors. You got too many cooks in the kitchen, and I think they also, they want to go away from the trilogy, but at the same time, they have to utilize it because they realize that the characters that we've made don't actually measure up to much of anything. So we have to rely on nostalgia to get people back in the theater.
That is a really good point. Just because that's like the only reason niggas really came back, like for Star Wars, just because they had that long gap, and it's like, dang, this is something. I don't want. It's not necessarily competing with Marvel in the fact of nostalgia, but it's like it's just something else nice to see, when it's like, I guess those two really big franchise or movie series.
Because I agree with Goats that The Force Awakens could have been much better as a movie. I think it could have been a lot better, but at the same time, because my approach to our Force Awakens, we can use this nostalgia a little bit, but let's introduce some new blood, some characters.
My problem was the whole movie
charac-
was about trying to find Luke. Like, what, nigga? I wasn't
Yeah.
trying to see that.
Yeah, that's what I was just about to say. They should have been focusing on new characters doing other things. Like, you can have some of the old characters in there, but have them their stories for the most part should be done and wrapped up. It shouldn't be
Mhm.
you're right. It shouldn't have been about finding Luke. Luke could be in the movie and he can have a part, but it should be about these new characters trying to find their own way and solve their own problem. I feel like
Exactly.
with again the mix of this, they have to rely on nostalgia because I feel like they realize that these new characters aren't really all that interesting, grand scheme.
Cause honestly, bro, Ray is kind of. Oh shit, Mitch, I am so sorry.
That's why I said I don't want to get too far into it.
Yeah. Mitch, I am so sorry. Mitch,
Bro,
what's
he
your piece, bro? Speak your mind.
Uh,
The floor is yours.
So the Star Wars movie we're talking about is the one where they find Luke at the end, right?
That's 7.
No, that's
We're
the
talking about
Force
8,
Awakens,
That's
the Last
Force
Jedi.
Awakens.
Yeah.
Oh,
the most recent one.
that's the last one I watched, bro. I don't know anything else.
Damn.
The Force
Okay,
Awakens
so-
is the last one you watched?
Yeah.
You haven't
whichever
seen the
one-
original trilogy?
No,
he said
never.
the last.
Well,
Wait,
okay. Well, okay.
Wow.
Hold on. So I seen the one where Luke finds Darth Vader and finds all his father, whatever, and they fight or whatever. And then I've seen the one where trying to think. I've seen the one where they raid the Death Star. I think is that the same movie?
That's the original one.
This nigga
Okay,
hasn't
I've
seen
seen
Jar
that
Jar
one.
Binks. I'm asleep.
And I've seen trying to think. And then the only other one I've seen is those are the only ones I remember. I think I've seen not gonna lie, I think I've seen 4 Star Wars movies, but I only remember 2 of them.
So it sounds like you've seen bits and pieces. Of 5. You haven't. I don't know if you've seen 6, and then you saw the Force Awakens.
Yeah, that's the most recent one. I watched it last year. All I know is that
I think-
Rey is a Skywalker.
she's hot.
No,
Nah.
it's not. It's not really confirmed.
It's not. Yeah, we don't know what. That's the problem. We don't know what she is, but yet we're still supposed to care.
Yeah.
At this point.
No, what? We're not supposed to care. That was the whole reason.
Why-
for
why
that,
are we not supposed to
sequence
care?
In episode 8, like,
See, this is my problem with that
doesn't
movie. Why are we
fucking
not
matter
supposed to
what's her
care?
Past.
Why are
Well,
we not
okay,
supposed to care about her past then?
See,
Why do you even have the character in the? We're not supposed
Because
to
they
care.
fucked up on episode.
Exactly. That's my point.
Yeah, they really
They
did,
fucked
bro.
up in 7, so it's
No,
like
they fucked up
they-
in 8.
They tried the no. I think they fucked up in 7 by like trying to draw so much interest to Ray's past, like how it's like it might be
Yeah.
connected to somebody.
7 and
that
8
we
are
already
both the
knew.
problem because they drummed up a lot of interest and potential with 7,
And
we
they didn't
wanted
do
to see
anything
where
with
go with
it.
8. Yeah, hold on. Like they drummed up a lot of potential in 7, and then we were interested to see where it happened in 8. To me, like there were like a lot of theories because before 8 came out, like there were all these theories of, oh, what if she's Obi-Wan's kid? Is she a Skywalker? I was like, I don't necessarily care where she, like who her bloodline is, what bloodline she's a part of. I just wanted to like make it an interesting, like give me a twist, right? And then 8 came out, and then it says, oh, she's nobody, like her parents don't matter. So what the fuck was the point of drumming up all that interest and potential in 7? That's where
They
like
said-
you have
like I said, they fucked up in 7. They should
they
not have
fucked up
done
in
that.
both. Like Ryan Johnson should have at least taken what J.J. Abrams did and put his own twist on it. The problem is the twist he put on it was fucking worthless. It totally made 7 irrelevant.
I think 7 should have been irrelevant.
Well,
low-key.
how
There's,
can
like,
you have an
nothing
irrelevant?
that
It's supposed to be a new
progressed
trilogy.
That movie besides Han Solo's death. Like,
Yeah, I was
what
like,
else happened story wise?
I mean, I don't know what you wanted from 7 because that's the start of a trilogy. You have to drum up some kind of potential and interest to keep the story moving. What did you want
So
7 to do?
They failed to do
The
that.
problem is they did it with old things. Like they should have just kept it. Like they should have just kept it in between like Rey, Poe, Finn, and whoever
Yeah.
the rest of them new niggas.
I
are.
agree. No, I agree with that, but I don't know. Like both 7 and 8, I feel like 7 had potential despite how it came out. I think it had potential. I was definitely interested to see where. And then 8 totally like it was 8 was such a something so totally out of left field. I just it made me like, why did I even bother coming up here to the theater because of what you just
So-
showed me?
Can we segue into talking about 9? 'Cause I'm
Yeah,
interested
so-
in
Yeah.
things.
Yeah, I
I'm gonna
agree.
play
Yeah.
the trailer right
Expect
now.
from 9.
It's my first time seeing the trailer too. So.
That all being, I guess I'll start with 9. So that all being said, after watching this trailer, I'm still gonna see it most likely, but the trailer itself did not move because again, I don't feel.
I'm
I
tired of
should
her
care
seeing
about
running these scrubs.
I'm
yo.
tired. I feel like I shouldn't care about these characters because 8 left such a bad taste in my everything we just talked about. So like at this point, I kind of don't care where the story ends up, but at the same time, I don't know. I'm very conflicted. Like, and I said this about the trailer that came up a few months ago. Like, I don't know how to feel. Like, should I be excited? Should I be concerned? I didn't know what to feel. I was indifferent. This really didn't change all that much for me. So, I mean, yeah, I'm still gonna see it, but I'm not really hyped up like at all. To be completely honest.
This shit kind of.
Is that Kylo Ren? Yep.
Yes.
Yeah.
There
This
he
shit
is.
kind of.
Shout out to Kylo Ren. He's like the only character from this, because he's the only one that seems to have some like character development.
Yeah.
The only
real
one I actually
quick,
care for.
Everybody likes Kylo Ren. Like, what is his relations again? Like, who is he related to?
He was
So-
Vader.
It's Darth Vader's
Yeah,
grandson.
so Kylo Ren
Yeah.
is he's Darth Vader's grandson.
He's the offspring of
Han Solo.
So
and
out of
Solo
all of these
and
new characters, because you know how like because you know Mitch, everyone's saying, oh, who's part of the Skywalker bloodline? Is Rey part of that? Kylo Ren's the only one that has direct ties to the Skywalker.
Oh, okay. It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
And Han Solo's dead.
Yes.
That nigga got clapped.
And he got pushed off that fucking whatever that was.
By
And then-
Kylo Ren.
By Kylo, yeah. So Kylo Ren's not a bad guy per se. He just wants to be bad.
He is a bad guy.
He's a bad guy.
I feel like it. He
But I know what
is,
you. I know
but
what you mean. He is conflicted.
He
Yeah.
he is, and he's conflicted. I feel like that's the other thing I have with this issue with this trilogy too. Is like, I feel like this story lacks a true villain. Like
Yeah.
Snoke was supposed to be that, but then they killed him off. Reasons we still don't know. I don't
And
know.
now
if
they
we'll ever
brought
know.
back fucking.
And then, so now that Snoke is dead, Kylo Ren is the leader of the First Order. But I feel like,
they're bringing Palpatine back for no reason.
but like, if Kylo was more sure, like, if he had fully committed to that dark side, then he would be, like, they're trying to make Kylo Ren the definitive villain of this universe, but he's still conflicted. So I'm not convinced that he is that. Like, you feel like he could still turn to the light at any time. Like,
Well,
just looking at it.
What
least
I
that's-
like about 8, I don't feel like that at all. What I like about 8 is that they killed off Snoke, and by the end of the movie, Kylo was like dead set on killing Rey, and like he was about this.
Was he though?
Yeah. What are you talking about? After he fought Luke, nigga was mad. He was about to kill them niggas.
I guess to what end though? Now that Snoke is dead, what like?
I thought they were.
It was like, 'cause he
they
was under
actually set
Snoke.
Him,
He's
that's why I have a problem with this 9 trailer, because in 9 it shows like him and Rey doing something together, and then like Palpatine coming back, which leads me
Right.
to believe that they're trying to make him not the true villain again, which
Right.
I don't like at all.
Yeah, and I agree with you. Like I said, this trilogy is all over the place plot wise. That's why I don't know what to feel about. Like a lot of the aspects that you're bringing up, I agree with, and then other things that they're doing, like I agree with them themselves, but you're just disagree with what I'm seeing. It's just like, again, there's no continuity with this trilogy. That's why I don't know
Yeah.
what to.
Yeah.
I think at fundamental level we agree, but there's details that we disagree on.
Yeah, yeah, that's probably the perfect way to put it.
Yeah.
Because I can't. It's just really all over the place, to be honest, for me. And it's like being like
Can you run the trailer again? I'm sorry.
Yeah.
As we're talking.
just like from what I've seen, one like I don't know, I'm tired of like being trying to be debated by like just cinematics alone. Like, oh yeah, she's running through the forest.
It looks great.
And it
The
all looks
cinematography
good.
looks great.
It's
I mean,
amazing.
Disney, they got that big money.
Yeah, I was like,
Yeah,
they got
better
that
look
bag.
I would
Best
hope it
believe.
would look great, but much.
Deadass.
much
But like,
big and shit.
it's just like I'm seeing these characters. I'm looking at what they're doing, and it's like, okay, but why? Why are they doing this? And it's like, what?
Do note
the-
that some directors, or not directors, I'm saying whoever who was in charge of the commercials, or the trailers, the studio.
I assume so. I wouldn't know.
Yeah.
I'm not
So
gonna
the
be honest.
studio and editors, sometimes they come together and they put in footage that's not even going to be used in the film. They just use that footage
That's
in
true.
the
Trinity work. And
Yeah.
better.
Yeah.
They tend to do that. So
Oh.
I think some of this footage may not even be in the movie.
Especially-
I think and yeah, again, just by looking at this trailer, because yeah, they showed a lot of stuff, but they didn't really show the characters doing much. I feel like this trailer's still hiding something. So I'm
Yeah.
hoping that that has me hold out a little bit of hope for this movie. That there's something big that they're not going to show in the trailer that's going to happen.
If it's not a true villain or like a overall plan, it's
I think. Well, here
it's not going to hit for me.
I'm glad you brought up like the plan, because that's my thing. Because I was just, when me and Goats were talking about 7 and 8 and the First Order, it's just like we never found out what their goal is.
Because there's
Like,
no definitive
why,
plan.
Why was Snoke
What, the
trying to?
First
Why?
Order?
Yeah. Why is Snoke trying to take? Like, why is he like? Why is he fighting the Resistance? What is the Resistance resisting against?
Oh no, that's the
Well,
that's the
he's
simplicity
kinda-
of Star Wars.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Both
but they
sides
never-
are just trying to. Well, not both sides. The Sith are just trying to get galactic dominance, and
Yeah.
the
yeah, but they,
But I feel like
But
with
the
the
Sith-
older
the Sith are-
trilogy, the Sith did that like they explained that so well, and
there
they
was
with the
fundamental
character,
reasons why
yeah,
they were doing
with
it.
the fundamental reasons of the soul characters that were siding with the Sith, they did that so good to where the audience knew what they wanted, what they would want in the future, and like there was a set plan. With this, there's not really a set plan. It's like
And
everything's wishy-washy with it,
and
even with the
and,
good characters.
and to go back to like what's the true plan is like in this like there aren't really Jedi and Sith in this universe anymore.
It's just
Like,
people with
It's just
lightsabers,
people-
yo.
yeah, it's literally just niggas with lightsabers. That's it. But we don't know
Yeah.
why they're fighting. We don't know what they're really fighting for. So that's what I'm saying. That's why I was so upset with Snoke, because we never knew why he was doing the things he's doing. He was firstly never confirmed to be a Sith. He's just a Force user who happens to be evil. But we never found out why he was doing the things he's doing. Because all in episode 8, he was like, "Oh, bring Rey to me," and all this kind of thing. Why do you want
Yeah.
Rey, bruh? Like, what are you trying to make her?
Are you gonna take her force power? Like, what do you
Like,
want?
what
from
are you
her,
trying
bruh?
to do? And he died without us ever knowing what he was trying to do. So that's why I know now, even though Kylo Ren is the leader of the First Order, why is he bad? Why is he going after the Resistance? We never really, like, I still don't know what his motivation is.
Snoke was the most useless character I've ever seen, bro.
He was a cock tease.
What you mean, C-3PO?
Nah, C-3PO has done more than Snoke, bro.
Sakura
It's
out.
not.
C-3PO has opened doors. Snoke has just sat down the whole time,
And got cut in half.
and was projected as a hologram.
I thought she was dead.
That was it, bro.
Oh, Rose?
Yeah, I
The
thought she.
Asian woman? She should have died after what she did in the last movie. But, you know, whatever.
You know, half the niggas should be dead, but you know. I thought the Resistance was like, I thought the Resistance was like killed down to like 10 people, bro.
Yeah, literally, it's Rey, Finn, Poe, and
Where
like,
where,
Rose, and
where
then
are all
three
these
other
ships
niggas.
coming from?
Well, because at the end, because like, what's the name? When they put out the distress signal at the end of 8, no one showed up. So I guess.
Oh,
this movie's
sorry.
gonna
Are
show-
these all the niggas that were supposed to show up, or?
I guess. Well, I'm guessing like they got a hold of Lando. I guess like no one answered, but Lando did at the last minute, and then he rallied because he's a charmer. He can talk to people, and he just rallied all these. So I guess
That's
we're gonna
another
do that.
thing. Why they bringing this nigga back, yo?
Again, they're pulling on nostalgia because they know these new characters are trash.
That's why I'm like, yeah.
I can't.
they
I
just
can't
really
fuck
need to
with
stop
it,
with
bro.
this
I
shit,
can't
yo.
fuck with it.
Like
I'm really not
My damn
excited
ass probably
for
gonna
this
go
movie.
see it.
I like
but-
I was like I'm sorry. Like I hope I didn't kill any excitement in you, Ghost, but it's just like this is what has been. This is what
No,
I see.
mean,
It's just-
I already wasn't fucking with the 9 trailers. Like as soon as I heard that Palpatine laugh in the last one, I was like, God.
it's
damn.
like yeah. We had the same reaction. Like really,
Yeah.
why?
Yeah.
And what has he been doing? Like all these I'm sorry, I'm all over the place with this shit because I love Star Wars and I just hate the direction that they're going in. for lack thereof.
Yeah.
It's just like now that Palpatine's back, what the fuck was the point? Like what? Now that you brought him back, like he was supposed to be dead, so that means Vader's sacrifice and his
What the
prophecy
fuck is that, yo?
void.
I'm sorry. It's not just this. It's not just this trilogy. In Solo, they brought Darth Maul back. Like it's literally just
That
these
too.
Disney
I was
niggas like doing the same thing over and over again. Like I
Yeah.
don't like it.
I don't know. I
Yeah.
think, like you and I agree. They need to focus on developing the new characters so we can care about them more.
Honestly,
if you want to give like homages and like references and cameos to the old characters, that's fine.
That's
Don't-
cool. They should do that.
Yeah, but don't like we want like that's what I said. I want blood. I want to take it in a different direction and make it interesting. They're not making they're
Yeah.
not doing it on any front.
honestly, bro.
I agree.
All right, this is just something I was thinking, right? That would have made Snoke a better villain and just a better character overall, right? So this nigga look mad weak, right? In reality, you know, he's mad weak, but he can use, you know, some old man strength, you know, to defend himself when he needs to, right? So his
Wait,
master
you're saying
plan.
This is how it was, or
No,
how
I'm
it
saying
should
like this would be like a good theory, I
What
guess,
he
or a
would've
good
done.
yeah, it would have been a good idea. So his master plan is he's trying to resurrect or bring back some way, shape, or form all like the older Sith lords and stuff from like the past trilogy. So like he's trying to bring back Darth Vader, fucking Maul, like just all the other niggas that was bad, and trying to reestablish that old Sith
Empire.
empire from within the new order.
Yeah,
That would have added at least some type of
I have
substance
some, I
to
have some
Snoke.
questions about that plan, but at least it's a plan.
Yeah, this was off the top. This is off the top.
Yeah.
So it's like it's something. You feel me? And then I feel like that would have led to whatchamacallit? What's that nigga name? Kylo Ren. it would lead to him like feeling like, oh, he's being used and shit, blah blah blah. And then maybe that would have been a better transition for him over to the light. If this movie's gonna have him transition to the light, I don't
I don't
know.
think he will, but
Yeah, I don't know, but it would have enraged him even more, so he would have became a better villain because that nigga would have started tweaking for real.
I got you.
Yeah, but hey, that's just something, you feel me? Cause Snoke, that movie was so trash, story wise, and just literally everything else instead of except for the
The way like they
cinematics.
want, like I understand. I hate we keep going back to 8. This is supposed to be about 9, but like I understand Episode 8 wanted to subvert people's expectations. I actually am in favor of that. It's just the way they did it was just we executed.
Yeah,
I don't think Snoke should have been a character at all, yo. Because
he really shouldn't have.
When I saw him, is like, there's Kylo Ren.
People thought he was
there's
Sidious
Rey,
then.
and then there's I
Niggas was thinking that he was Jar Jar Binks, bruh.
I was like, there's Rey, and then there's Kylo Ren, and then there's Snoke, and all that made me think of was there's Luke, there's Anakin, and then there's Palpatine. I'm like, are they really about to do the same shit that they already
Yeah.
did?
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, I mean, I'm glad they killed him off. Yeah, it could have been done better, but the first thing in my mind was like, yo, get this nigga out of here.
Yeah, I
So,
totally agree. But my thing was like, now that the nigga's here, do something with him, and they don't do anything with him. So it's like, well, what the fuck, right? So yeah,
fair
like you said, I think we had a
nothing-
fundamentally
no.
agree. It's just we just have differing opinions on the.
Yeah,
Yeah, fair enough.
yeah. We gonna go ahead and move on though, cause
Yeah,
that was-
December 20th, everybody. I'm not pre-ordering this shit.
I'm man.
I'm not. I might not even. I'm not gonna see it week 1. I don't think. I'll wait.
I'm definitely
People
not.
say.
I'm
I'm
gonna
away.
see it Thursday night, but
Yeah, I'm gonna wait and see. But
Yeah,
it's just because it's a Star Wars film, I have to see it.
yeah. I think I don't know. I think that's kind of where we all stand, whether it'll be in the theater or not.
I almost don't want to see it because I want them to do better. And the only way you can talk to these Hollywood niggas is with your wallet. So just don't pull up to the theater. But I want to see how the story ends. I want to see I want to see if they can salvage this. But at the same time,
I don't
it's
think
just
they
like,
are.
That
I
being
don't
said,
know.
we don't know. It's possible.
Yeah.
It's possible.
The percentages
Shit
are
might
looking
drop
kind
and
of
be
low.
the best movie we've ever seen.
That's cat, but we gonna go
Yeah,
ahead
it's
and move to
possible.
the next.
It's possible.
It's possible. It's difficult, but possible.
The possibility is cap. All right. We can go ahead and move on to the next topic, gentlemen.
Sir.
PS5. We got some looks. Feel me? The first real look at the PS5. And what was it? A couple months. Was it a couple months ago? When there was like a little blueprint of it, and it looks exactly the same. So.
That was last year.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Damn, time flies when you're fucking.
Mhm.
Yeah. All right. So yeah, what do go down the line?
Is that
Actually,
really what
no.
it looks like?
Yeah,
No, that's not the final design. That's just the.
that's a
It's just
prototype. It's a prototype.
Yeah, I was
That's
about
just
to
fine.
give you a picture to put up to for the PS4 dev kit just to
Oh,
compare.
go ahead.
It's gonna be in general.
Can I go first? Mine's real quick.
Yeah, go
Yeah,
ahead.
go.
I don't think it matters because that's a dev kit, and if you've seen the PS4 dev kit,
That
looks
shit
literally
beat. Holy
nothing like the
fuck.
PlayStation 4. So I literally think this doesn't matter at all.
Yeah,
Ah.
that dev kit right there is just a brick.
Yeah.
That's the PS4 dev kit on the screen right now. And we all see how the PS4 turned out
Yeah,
Exactly. I
with the
literally think this is
what is
getting
that called?
hyped
The
for nothing.
rhombus.
I believe so. Yeah. So yeah, I mean, just from looking from it, and the components on the dev kit for the PS5, seeing like, oh, you have the ports and all these nice flashy buttons and just the overall design. Do you think it's gonna be something completely different from the PS4's design, or do you think they're gonna keep going with that kind of?
Aaron brought up a good point. Not a point. Idea of a LCD display on the actual console.
Like a touchscreen kind of thing?
Yeah. Not well,
Dreamcast?
touchscreen or just some type of something to show you like the display or like what you playing at the current moment or what time it is.
That will honestly be a good idea, and you can have like stuff in the PS store where like you can have multiple stuff displayed. You can have like a little wallpaper when it's, I guess, in idle mode or whatever, or you can fuck, let me just throw some ideas out, like a heat the temperature of the PlayStation, whatever game it's running. shit, play
Just-
game
just
from the
scroll back up
screen.
to
I don't know.
Scroll back up to the dev kit.
I think
For the
some
PS5.
RGB strips.
Like you
would
see
be
on
nice
the
to
right
put
hand
on it.
side, well not the right hand side, the left hand side it says prototype 1 not for sale PS5.
Yeah.
Like they can just put some wording on either side of the console whenever it comes out, just in an LCD type way. Nothing too flashy or serious. It's just to have it there,
True.
future wise. You know, they gotta plan into the future.
I feel that.
I think they need to stop playing and just make it big so we could fit some shit in there, make it not sound like a jet engine. But hey,
I don't know if you want a box on your
How big
desktop.
was the original PS4?
Um, it wasn't that big.
Actually, I'm stupid. I'm looking at mine right now.
Yeah, I was like, it's not
Like,
that
it's
big
like
because
this
I
is
got
the
one
base
right
model.
right next to me. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, as long as it's not like the Xbox One OG.
That shit was
'Cause that shit was a tank. Holy
that,
shit.
that shit was a fucking church.
Get ready
rate.
for Last of Us 3, God of War 2, Uncharted
Oh.
5,
I need that Last of Us.
Honestly,
Last of
bro.
Us, I need that God of War too.
Ratchet and Clank.
I'm ready for
I-
Ratchet and Clank.
I
I would
like
play
that.
Ratchet and Clank.
I think that's what they're doing. They saving out the classic ones for the next gen to show off that the benchmarks.
Yeah.
Oh, it might be benchmark games or some shit like that.
Oh,
I'm gonna definitely need that Ratchet and Clank joint though for sure.
Yeah. One, sorry to mind, but one significant detail about Star Wars, it's the longest movie of the franchise. 3 hours. So
3
buckle up.
hours? Nah,
Buckle up.
Isn't
they
it like
trying to compete with
230
Endgame.
something?
Oh, I
It's
thought it was
100
two and a half.
It's
I thought it
180.
was like
It's
236.
180 something minutes.
Is it like Endgame
What?
3 hours where it's actually like 257 or like straight up 3 hours?
How long was Endgame? Was 257?
It was
The
like
runtime was
250
3-2.
something.
The
Really?
technical runtime was 3.
Well,
Actual
that ma-
film is like 245, and then the credits is.
Oh well, it's not Endgame long. It's 181. So it's the longest movie of the Star Wars franchise. That's all I'm saying. So
It's a
Fuck,
short.
they
it's
think
gonna
they
be
are.
long. That's all I'm saying.
I'm
That's
reading
cool.
something else. I'm reading it's 155.
Not now. That was Last Jedi before. This one's
Oh,
180.
word?
Either way,
I'm
it's cool.
tripping.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that
it's
was
better.
just something I forgot to bring up while we were talking about it. But anyway,
Hopefully that
what
shit
was I
not
about to
trash.
say about PS5?
Shit, what happened to me though?
I'm hoping that backwards compatibility rumor is true, where it's backwards compatible with even
Please.
fucking PS1 games. I will take that in a
Please,
heartbeat.
because Kingdom Hearts
I just
2
hope-
is getting replayed.
I would take
I
that in a
just hope they
heartbeat.
know what they're doing. Is it going to be emulator?
And what do
Probably.
you got to do it through emulation or technology? Just can read PS2 discs or something like that?
Because I doubt that they're going to allow people to do that especially when they got their service PS Now.
you don't think they'll
trying to
just
figure
put that? You don't think they'll just get rid of that?
I feel like that would broaden.
Because I don't know how many people use that. To be honest with you.
Now, unless they add play on that PS Now and just turn it into that type of shit and just really go
That's
all
what
out
they
and give
do
you
now.
the.
I'm just trying to play
There's
Ninja Gaiden
PS2
again,
games
bro.
on it.
I feel like that would broaden their player base a lot if they did that.
Because I still got a good majority of my PS3 games. And I'm just trying to play Ninja Gaiden. So if they're not gonna give me 4, at least let me play the.
Yeah.
I just want to play
That-
some PS2 games. Yeah.
I really
That-
do,
Naruto,
bruh.
Ultimate Ninja. The
I'm pretty
original
sure I
Ultimate
still have
Ninja.
my entire PS2 collection.
I do too. It's right up in my my bed drawer.
My neighbor do. I'll steal his games.
All right, you ain't hear
Well,
that?
let's-
Blitz, go ahead, hit my man with that.
Allegedly. That's all
Yeah.
I'll say.
Allegedly. I'll allegedly
Yeah.
steal his games. No, I'm not gonna steal him. He'll let me borrow him.
Get Mitch.
What?
I ain't hear you say nothing about the PS5.
Yeah, you kind of
Oh.
quiet, bro. You getting some
just want
undercover
God of War
sales or
2,
something?
bro.
Or
I just want God of War 2, bro.
that's it.
That's it.
What
bro.
they call it that? What they call God of
You
War 2, the
boring as
original?
hell, my nigga.
The original. I mean,
The reboot?
The
Just
reboot
God of
No,
War.
just God of
like
War.
the original God of War 2, or was it just God of War 2?
It was just God of War.
God of War
2.
2.
Oh, okay.
They'll probably give this the new God of War subtitle.
They'll probably call it God of War 2. Loki
God
or
of
some
War
shit.
to the power of 2, something like that.
Alright.
I'm sure it's just gonna be
Something like
called
that.
God of War 2.
God of War 2 or
First
God of
game's
War
called
Loki.
That'd be
God of War,
confusing
yeah.
though.
Yeah, I mean the first one's kind of confusing. Shit's
Well, I
called
mean,
God
what's
of War.
what's Loki's name? Like,
Loki
what's it?
is-
What? No,
Oh.
not like his actual name, but like, what's his? I guess his
Loki.
title. Like God of War. What's?
God of
Oh, God of
Mischief.
Mischief.
God
Yeah.
of Mischief, but he's not the God of Mischief yet.
I mean, they could. They could have started the title out
He's
like that
just
at
His
least.
name in the prophecy is Loki, but they haven't made him a god yet. Like he's not a god.
He's still a kid.
Yeah.
You're a god boy. All right.
I'm a god boy.
Um, That being said, I think that's all we have for the PS5. Mitch ain't had nothing to say because
I mean, there's not really much to go off
not
of
much
until
to
they
go
put
off,
out like what
right.
it actually looks like.
I already talked about the PS5.
Yeah, nigga. All right.
They probably gonna do,
Mm-hmm.
what is this, October? Late
October?
November,
Yeah,
early
it's
December,
October,
because they
right?
plan on releasing that shit soon, don't they?
It comes out. It drops next Christmas.
Oh, next
Oh,
Christmas. I'm
next
tripping.
Christmas.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was this Christmas. I was like, damn, my pocket's finna be hurting.
Never mind. I thought they was gonna show us something in the coming months. Never mind.
All right, bet.
As usual. Vibes.
Yeah, we can say that for later. All right. Next topic we have a new God damn it. Hold on. Pause on this.
Slight hype. You know what I'm saying?
Just a little something, you feel me? Who played the last Batman game?
Yes.
Yes. You didn't like it, Goats?
Arkham Knight? No, I've already said this on a podcast too. I thought the tank missions were just way too OD for me to like the game.
Oh yeah, you did mention that.
Oh shit.
You did.
He not lying.
Honestly,
I only played City. It was fun, but
City's
yeah,
good as fuck. I like
Yeah.
City a lot.
yeah.
Asylum. Asylum's good too.
Asylum was good too. I just never finished it, but City, I
Batman
really.
Arkham Legacy, boy.
I feel like Asylum and Night were like my favorite ones.
Not City, really?
I ain't really fuck with City like
City's
that.
number one for like everyone. Yeah.
I ain't really fuck with City like that. Be
Nah,
real.
I think
actually,
you gotta replay that
Asylum
joint, bro.
is. Asylum.
I feel like Asylum is in everyone's like either
Nah,
one
I'm
or
pretty-
two.
Everyone
I
says
know
City.
says
Everyone
City,
I know
yeah.
says City.
I don't know, bro. That shit kind of. I don't. It's just something about City that, like, I guess it didn't. I don't want to say it didn't fit my
I'm
playstyle,
pretty sure
but like
City
just how it
got a
didn't. Huh?
City is the only one in the series that got a Game of the Year edition. Not Asylum.
Asylum got a Game of the Year edition.
Oh, it did. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have it.
Um.
Let's see. One article says City's number one. Two articles say City's number one.
All it takes is two sources.
Mm-hmm.
Is one of them IGN?
No.
Okay.
Why would I click on that?
You right. Fuck them
What's wrong
niggas.
with IGN?
I'm not giving them no ad revenue.
IGN be capping hard. They be giving false ratings because
They
they
do.
get bought out.
They false
They
flagging.
gave Spider-Man Web of Shadows a 5 out of 10 and Arkham Asylum a 9 out of 10, but then said that Web of Shadows was bad because it had a lack of combat variety. But then they gave Arkham Asylum a 9 out of 10.
Yeah, Batman be knowing all them martial arts, but be sticking the right hooks and jabs. I don't know.
For real, yo. That's my
Hey,
only
if it
problem
ain't-
with the
If it ain't
memes.
broke, don't fix it.
I mean,
No.
switch it up. Something.
I mean,
But
the good thing is like they started to switch it up in City by letting you play as different characters. Like the Catwoman combat was mad cool.
that
And
kind of
like playing as Robin and
heat.
Nightwing is cool too.
Yeah. What were other mechanics that you liked from, I guess either City or one of the other Batman games that you played?
The transition from grappling to flying.
Yeah.
Mhm. Definitely.
That was pleasing.
Oh, one thing I do like about
That shit was
Night
smooth.
is the boosts, like the grapple boost. That was really
Yeah.
cool.
That was the pleasing part. You start grappling and you boost up and now you start flying.
Mhm.
Yeah, get that
So
little
now
extra
he really can't
oomph.
fly. He just be gliding.
Yeah, that nigga be going up though, so I don't know.
Let's talk about this new game though.
Yeah. I was about to segue into that dude. So we have the. What was it? Oh, this was a leak. Oh shit, I ain't peeped.
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, it's not. It's just a leak.
Oh, okay. All right. I was about to say. Well, that being said, do you think devs or the company is gonna make a appearance at E3 next year? If there's gonna be E3 next year. I don't know.
I would hope it'd be sooner than that.
Who's this? Rocksteady?
Yeah.
They weren't at
I'll-
E3 this year, right?
I don't believe.
Nah,
I'm
'cause
hope-
they was
in-
working on
Are you
this.
talking about like when there's going to be an announcement?
Huh?
Are you talking about when there's going to be an announcement?
Yeah.
Because
Either-
I'm hoping it's before E3.
I mean,
Why not? Everyone else does it.
yeah, you're right.
Yeah, there's
I
no
feel
point
like,
for E3.
yeah, because I was like, people are starting to peel away from E3 now, so it's like you kind of just do your own thing. So, do you think they're gonna say something before the end of the year? That's probably the better question.
No, I doubt
No,
it.
you don't
I
think
doubt
so?
it.
No.
I
Nah.
think they will. I
Maybe
think they
early
will.
next year. I doubt we'll get anything in the next 2 months.
I feel like they can say something.
Maybe, yeah, maybe.
Like,
That'd
yeah,
be
I don't know.
cool.
maybe that
I don't
bad.
know.
If it did, it would be a very pleasant surprise. Like I definitely.
I mean, we
hope
should
I'm wrong.
we should probably look at what does the leak actually say. Does it just talk about that's just the name of the next game and that's it?
Well, they're
Yeah,
saying
the
it
person was
gonna
just
let
saying
you,
about
play as the whole Bat family.
yeah.
Oh, so like Damian Wayne and Nightwing and
Yeah, type shit.
If I
Yeah.
can't play as Nightwing, it's not a cop on me.
Can you
I
spell
can't
Nightwing?
play.
It's gonna be
Hey,
an
if I
epic
can't play as
discussion.
Teen Titans, bruh, miss me, bruh.
You can play as Nightwing in Arkham Knight.
Oh God, you can.
Hmm?
Honestly,
Nah,
bro,
that don't sound like Raven to me.
trying to play the Butler.
You trying to play Alfred, nigga? Alright.
Yeah.
This man
Hit
is
niggas
clown.
with silver
Alfred,
trays,
Alfred
bro.
was a goon back in the day.
That nigga,
remember?
that
Yeah,
nigga had the
he got his own
Glock,
show.
boy.
You
I
didn't
ain't know.
know that? He got his own show. Apparently, he be capping niggas.
Yep.
In Goth.
Nigga
No, he
had
got a
the
show called Pennyworth.
nigga had the burner on him.
I thought that
Yeah.
already came out. Is it already out or is it coming?
Nah, it's out.
Oh,
Came out
okay.
July 28th.
Yeah. I don't know why I keep thinking Pennyworth. I keep thinking Penguin. That's
Oh.
Cobblepot.
Y'all
I
think
thought
it's
you
gonna
about
be
to
an
say
epic
Pennywise.
exclusive?
Honestly, bro, I
I
don't
hope
care.
Not.
I don't care.
I'll swing. I'll swing.
You gonna swing on him?
I respect Rocksteady. I do. I hope they don't do that dumb shit.
But are you gonna swing on him?
I'll swing on Epic. Yeah.
Oh,
No,
that's
you
true.
won't,
You're
nigga.
right. You're right. You're right.
No,
Whoa.
I'll swing on. I'll swing on the next kid that I see that plays Fortnite.
Oh,
No, you
shit.
won't, nigga.
Oh shit. Yeah,
You ain't gonna do
swing on
shit.
Mitch
Yeah,
then.
I already
Alright.
bent the knee to Epic
I
one.
don't-
Yeah,
And
I did too.
Even then, I'm like, I guess.
You ain't
Yeah,
gonna do shit, nigga.
true. Well, I mean, there's not much to talk about with a leak. Other than we're excited
I just seen that
to play
picture.
as the whole Batman family and just I know one thing that I really like. It's probably damn near my favorite is one of the costumes and the upgrade trees.
Yeah, the skill trees are dope.
Yeah, I feel like Batman games always been nailing that. I am at loss for words now. Holy shit, that fucking mechanic. They've always been on point with that mechanic.
Customization?
Yeah, just the customization and how
it's
you
always
can
been
play
good.
as a character. Yeah,
They gave us this 1960s Batmobile in Arkham Knight. which
that
I
shit
thought
was
cool, too.
heat.
Yeah, that shit was dope. And the
Straight
original
heat.
costumes.
Yeah. Didn't they? That I can't. Damn, it's been a while
They
since I
gave you the
played it.
mobile from
They-
the Dark Knight too.
Yeah. Did they? Did they do the What's the costume? The fucking laughing Batman?
Killing Joke Batman.
Yeah. Did they have that costume in
I
there?
Don't know. I'm not sure.
No, I don't think they did.
I'd have to
I
look
ain't
it
gonna
up.
lie.
Okay.
They kinda. I feel like they want to bring that multiplayer back, but they gotta refine it a little bit. Make niggas work for the chance.
That
to play
multiplayer was so difficult for me. I'm gonna be
What
real with you.
multiplayer?
the third-person shooter one.
Oh,
Origins?
It's
The
the
hell was
one
it?
where it was Batman and Robin, and it was like a team of. So
Team
it was
of
Batman and
goons.
Robin. They were their own team, and then it was another two teams of like crime groups.
Yeah.
It was like
It was either
and
Jokers
Bane,
or yeah.
Bane,
Wait,
and
is
essentially.
that Arkham Origins?
Yeah. Let me
Oh,
pull
I
it
wouldn't
up.
know then. I didn't play that one.
It was fun. It just had stuff they need to work on a little bit with it.
Yeah, Origins multiplayer, but I think they might bring it back, and if they do, they need to refine it to where like make Batman, or not Batman, make Bane and Joker like a kill streak type. Like, okay, obviously add
Wasn't
more
that?
teams.
Didn't they have that already? Where they were
Like,
like,
it was-
you get a certain amount of points and you can unlock them niggas. Or you
Yeah,
can play
but
'em.
it was like anybody, like the worst person on the team could just walk over there and get. Like they literally.
Oh
just pull up
yeah,
and sneak
you're
that
right.
nigga.
You're right. You're right. You're right. You're right.
Yeah, but like, obviously we need more teams. Like add a fucking.
Had Penguins team in there, bro.
Add Penguin. Add that nigga Penguin in there, bruh. Add
You
fucking.
could put Two-Face in there. He had some goons,
Yeah.
didn't he?
Add
Yeah.
two.
Did
Face,
Riddler? Did the Riddler have a?
I
have
think
niggas?
Riddler's more
Nah,
solo.
Riddler didn't have goons. He was just chilling by
Okay.
himself.
Yeah, he was a solo. You know, he's an
Riddler,
intellectual. He don't fuck.
Yeah, he don't fuck with niggas. I feel that.
Killer Croc didn't really have a team, but he could be like a.
He could be a
like
kill streak character for sure.
He could be a kill streak. Yeah, like I'm saying, like don't just let.
I'm
Yeah.
watching
it's
some
kinda-
gameplay now. This looked kind of cool. I didn't even know this.
It was cool.
Yeah,
It really
yeah,
was
pretty
cool.
And
But
they had like
niggas are
different
trash.
skins for everybody. Like it was definitely a good idea, especially for a Batman game. It was just had to be a little bit better, like more a lot more skill. But it was just mindless fun, like being Batman and Robin and shit like that. It was fucking and like the fear you'd get whenever you'd see Batman or
That shit
Robin
would
pulling
be
up on you.
fire, yo. You see,
Yeah.
see Batman drop down one of your niggas and then he just go back up in the ceiling like,
You
huh?
just go
What?
up, bro. You couldn't even.
That's
gun
what
that
I
nigga
loved
down
about
in front.
City. Like I love the stealth app. Like you could take one dude out and then the nigga turn around. Like, what was that? Then you just disappear back up into the shadows. That shit was fire.
Yeah, that shit was heat. Yeah.
And he come and investigate, and then you come down and swipe that nigga up.
That shit was amazing. I love that shit.
Nigga see his whole man's get caught. You're like, you know what? I think I'm gonna go home. Yeah. I'm excited to be honest. I need some
Whatever
new
they show.
games.
Hopefully, like I said, hopefully it's. I keep forgetting how close to the end of the year we are, but hopefully they
Yeah,
reveal something official soon.
I'm still
I
thinking
hope
we
it's
in like
My
July.
big thing is I hope it's in a different universe. I really
Meaning?
think the story was good where they were at. I hope it's like a different Batman, like a different like set of the same characters. I hope they don't try and continue where Arkham Knight left off story wise.
Yeah, the story was kind of, I don't know.
It's wrapped up.
It just
like,
about to be about
Yeah.
the quarter hours.
Yeah, allegedly it's supposed to be like quarter hours, right?
What is that?
I
I need
don't
to
know.
refresh on
It's
that.
another group of people that Batman fights, some type of secret
If
organization.
it's like that, I hope it could be a prequel too. I just hope they don't do a sequel and try and continue.
True.
It would be kind of bad.
I feel
I
it.
didn't realize these were so expensive.
They would just like
Yikes.
delete all the ambiguity the ending of Arkham Knight was supposed to have. Even though I didn't like the gameplay of that game, I did enjoy the story.
I feel like the gameplay was alright.
Nah, bro, that Batmobile.
Oh, it was trash.
mm-mm,
Yeah.
mm-mm.
Yikes. All right. Well, that being said, we can go ahead and transition into the other topic. Outer Worlds. Now start with Chef, because nigga been feeling that shit for a while now. Chef, I'm guessing you've seen gameplay for it already.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I've already spent like an hour with that game.
Oh,
Huh? How?
oh, so So-
Watching gameplay. That's what I meant.
Oh,
what what do you think?
Mitch was like, "What?"
Cause honestly, I really just got into it this month,
I've been
Mhm.
putting you on.
sort of. You know what I'm saying?
So what you think? What's your
But
thoughts,
I'm
opinion?
liking what I'm seeing so far. I'm really liking what I'm seeing so far. I just like the fact that it's a bunch of like the choices actually matter
Hmm.
in the game, not like these cookie cutter ass choices Mass Effect games that
Damn,
just
you
they
need
say
to
you got a
that.
choice, but it really don't mean nothing in the end, or they don't show any type of like true difference in like later in the game.
In 2, it mattered a lot because niggas just fucking died if you ain't do the right choices.
Absolutely.
It was between two different niggas, though. It wasn't
Ooh.
that much.
In 2, the whole team died.
I'm thinking of. Wait, what am I thinking of?
In 2, if you ain't do the right choices, your whole team could die. Like every single one of those niggas.
You're probably right.
Yeah, no, it's for yeah. But what you call it? Let Chef continue.
Well, what have you? Let me ask you. What have you seen about the gameplay that's impressed you so far? I know this is by like the Fallout New Vegas devs, but I've never played a Fallout game, so I don't.
Oh, it's not even the gameplay that's really impressing me. It's the story itself.
Yeah.
Well, not
Oh,
the
okay.
story, but what you can do inside that story. That's impressed
Oh.
me. Because the gameplay is going to be similar to Fallout, so it's not really nothing.
The thing with New Vegas is that they already had the Fallout like story and world to build off of. They just had to like, I don't know, like essentially all they really made was like, they probably just tweaked the gameplay because they did add true aiming in this one. That's something that New Vegas did not have, or 3 didn't have. It was like, essentially, it was like
It doesn't have that targeting system.
VATS.
Yeah, it doesn't have that.
It's a better VATS in this game.
Because I hated that. That's what ultimately turned me off to Fallout is that system. It's like, what the fuck
Essentially,
is
I
this?
didn't hate that.
like you see
It
how
just,
the
it just did not look user friendly. So I was like,
you see how the camera zooms in to like the character you're talking to.
yeah.
That is cooked like exactly Fallout. Like they it's copy and paste, bro. But it's like this is what like Obsidian has been like like the experience they got making Fallout New Vegas, which is considered one of the best like RPGs of all time. It's like they took that and they were like, all right, let's go make our own shit with Fallout elements, obviously, because there's no reason to. You don't have to stray away from the Fallout formula if you know what I'm saying that formula is like world renowned, but it's like they took that experience making that game and then they put it into something with a brand new world, brand new story, brand new characters, probably more interesting characters and shit like that with better gun like gameplay overall. It's like all they gotta do, like the gameplay looks fine, like combat, all that shit looks fine. All it is they just have to deliver on the story. Like give us a captivating Fallout like story, give us good lore and shit behind the universe. Unless the like I mean we're going to different planets and shit like it. It's like you did travel to a different planet, something like that, but like you know just give us good lore about the world we're in and the world we're like
So like
creating
Destiny.
and shaping with our decisions and shit.
I will say I do like, because I just saw it this afternoon. I do like the fact that you can completely customize your party members.
Yeah, that's
Oh, you got
yeah.
party members too?
Yeah, you get party members.
Oh, I didn't even peep that.
Okay. No,
Yeah,
like I
shit
said,
is nice.
it sounded interesting. It's just I don't know. Like I probably have to. I was like I said earlier offline. I probably have to watch you or Chef or Mitch stream it because I got to see gameplay if I'm.
Yeah.
You could come
So
to
I only
Rush and
got
pick
I
up
only
at
got
the day
so
one.
yeah only got so much time for single player games
Shut
these
up,
days.
nigga.
Just know that it's well, in my opinion, to me, it's more of a novel type game.
Like
Because I mean,
visual
you get the
novel?
action, but the action is really not what's in really.
Uh,
It's just the decisions you making in the story going forward.
So it's
I
like
mean,
a
the action
visual
will be
novel.
fun to play, but it's like, yeah, it's the action will be fun to play, but it's like you really just want to know
The
what
story.
you can do to, you know what I'm saying?
I got you. It's more narrative driven.
Yeah, narrative driven.
Okay,
Gotcha.
I can get behind
Okay.
So
that.
that's the type of game
Okay,
that it is to me.
that's
at
fine.
least.
Like I said, I only got so much time for single player games, so I was just gonna say like if like narrative driven, that's cool. But I was kind of hoping that the gameplay would be engaging too. But I mean, if not, that's fine. It's just not gonna be able to make time for. I mean, 'cause it does look interesting. So like, I know story wise, the only thing I've heard about it is that it's like a commentary on like corporatism and like big business and all that shit.
Yeah, all corporations,
Kinda
the
like-
corporations rule it.
It's funny that this game is coming out tomorrow/Friday, and then you see what Bethesda just did. So it's like, it's like the timing is like hilarious. So
Wait, what did Bethesda just say?
We'll get to it.
It's on the
talk
thing.
about it. Yeah,
Oh,
gonna
we
talk
are?
about it.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
Yeah,
What them niggas do? Damn.
I got you covered.
Yeah,
True,
that's part of the
true.
rapid fire segment. It's always funny because like
Oh,
Yeah.
oh,
Yeah.
that bullshit. Okay,
yeah,
gotcha.
because then this comes out and it's all about like corporate practice and like
Yep.
shady shit and all that kind of stuff. And then you see-
Damn. Niggas have been on point with their timing lately, yo.
yeah.
Absolutely.
Companies have been caught slacking, and we are
It's
here
almost
for
like they
it.
knew. It's almost like they knew what they're going to do.
Hmm.
Bethesda people.
You said they got a worm somewhere? That's tough.
They got a mole. They got a mole. So you
Somebody
see what these
got a
niggas
mole.
is doing? Bet.
Hey, this is the perfect time to strike, my nigga.
But yeah.
Oh, he don't got no legs.
Yeah, but I'll probably watch some.
Yeah, I was like, after the stream, or after this podcast, I'm gonna definitely watch some gameplay. Chef, you said, have you been preloading it? Is it coming out?
Oh, it's downloading right now.
Oh,
just gotta
okay.
wait
So
till-
sorry.
What
is it?
time?
What time
For
is
me,
it?
6
Get to play.
p.m. So what time is it for you?
It's 8 right now.
Oh, you hour here, so 7 p.m. for you.
Wait,
Uh,
7 p.m. when?
tomorrow.
Tomorrow?
Sounds like Sportsman.
Oh, okay. I mean, I
Yeah, you can play it early on
have the big
Thursday.
one as well.
From my understanding of their timesheet or whatever they did with the global shit, I saw 6 p.m. for me. I may have done it wrong, but either way it goes, you can play it early on Thursday.
Niggas already playing it. It's trash.
They got the early copy, so
Gotcha.
content
I
creator
li-
perks.
Yeah, I'm liking the gameplay so far.
It looks cool.
This shit's
telling you,
pretty
bro,
cool.
like like it's all story based. Like they just gotta deliver on the story, and they have themselves a great new age RPG. On
Yeah,
everything.
for sure.
That's
For
something
sure.
to keep an eye on.
Yeah, I would definitely keep my eye on this. Probably
Oh
watch-
yeah, the one thing that interested me the most was that they said everyone but one person can die in this game.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So you can really mix up a lot of stuff in this game.
Just kill it.
Mm.
So like the people that give you quests, you can kill them.
Oh,
So yeah.
So
just be
I already know what Chef finna do for his first
Oh, yeah,
playthrough.
absolutely.
So you don't like the
They-
side quests? You can just cap them.
You
Yeah,
can just kill
That's
them
what Chef finna do.
because the very first mission, no spoiler, because this is the very first mission they showed the place. The people, it's a ship that you got to get to, and there's two people at the start of the mission that's going to help you to get the ship, and you got to kill marauders. You can either have them on your side, or you can just cap them right off the start and then take the ship for yourself.
So that's what you
Bruh.
gonna do, Chef?
Hell yeah, that's
Damn.
my ship. What the fuck
Yeah,
is
yeah,
you
you don't
doing?
need a ride. You don't need a ride.
But what if
That was-
what if you need them to fly the ship? Now look at you.
Nah,
Oh,
nigga,
then
you
we
can
gonna
fly
figure out.
yourself.
Yeah, all right. You gonna be going after wave from and reading a manual at the same time.
It's gonna be good.
That was the thing, man. Like you can, back in Fallout, there was essential NPCs. You can kill some of them because they had quests to give you. In this game, even if they got quests to give you, you just
Hey.
cap them.
Hey, that'd be funny if you kill one on accident. Like, God damn it!
That's
Probably
probably gonna
start
happen
over.
more times
Yeah.
than once.
I hope it's not like immediate autosave. So you know, if anything.
You could probably disable it if there is auto.
Yeah.
True.
So yeah, that's one of the fun parts about the game. One person is the only person that can survive, but everybody else can get killed.
Game has high hopes, but if it sucks, I'm done with gaming. Until Cyberpunk.
Shut your dumb ass up, nigga.
Nigga,
Oh,
I'm done with gaming
another-
until Cyberpunk.
Another small
Yeah,
detail
aight.
about the Outer Worlds. I'll have it day one, and I'll be streaming it at twitch.tv.
Oh,
Let's go.
this
This
nigga,
guy.
yo.
Shut
Oh
up,
my
nigga.
God.
Next
Yeah.
game.
Yeah,
Shameless, shameless.
next game, bro. Next game.
Every podcast. Why y'all acting brand new?
Hey, you know that's fair.
Shout out Apollo BF for the gameplay that we using on the stream tonight. But when we talk about COD next, who is going to be copping COD? Because it is a iffy buy, but I think most of us in here are
Damn
getting
it.
it.
Damn it, I need a shooter.
Yeah, I really do need a casual shooter, and COD, you're lucky. You're really lucky, because damn.
You're lucky that I don't care as much as I probably should.
Yeah.
Now see, what was that? What came before Advanced Warfare?
Is that Infinite Warfare? Ghost?
that was
I don't remember.
Something. I don't really know, because I didn't play any of those games.
Yeah, I know I stopped before the game that came out before Advanced Warfare. That's when I stopped Call of Duty altogether.
Well, that was Ghost. Ghost was.
Oh, I didn't play Ghost, so it was Black Ops 3.
I stopped at Ghost,
Black Ops 3
because
wasn't that
Ghost left a really
No,
bad
Black Ops 3
taste.
I liked.
Yeah.
Black Ops.
Black Ops 3 was tough,
3 was
And
not
Infinite
bad.
Warfare.
just from what I've seen.
Bro, listen. Black Ops 4 was not that good. It was the only reason I got hyped for is because it was Treyarch and they ain't had a bad game previous.
You know who they under though, right?
Absolutely.
Treyarch has kind of fallen into good graces lately, though. Black Ops 4. Ugh.
Thank God the homie came through. But this game was most likely not going to be a cop, but the homie came through for it. So if this game, I'm saying, this game good, and we finally got a good.
I mean,
Currently-
niggas gonna be on it, so it's like,
We all played the beta,
Yeah.
right? And like we had that one day honeymoon where it's like, yo, shit is great. Like gunplay feels good.
we started getting killed by the M4, and it was a
Yeah, I
wrap.
mean, it's still at the end of the day. I feel like we beginning. That's why a lot of people keep coming back to Call of Duty because it's easier. So like all that being said, like I'm still gonna cop because like I said, like on the days where I don't feel like playing BDO, I don't feel like playing SoCal. Like I just play while I'm like just looking, fucking around with Discord. I'll just-
COD is literally that X that hit you up right at the good time, where it's like, hey, big head, you want some booty? You want some? You want some?
I can't testify to that. I
you
can't
want some?
testify to
Hey,
that specific one.
I'm here. What's up?
True.
I
how
will
about
be
this?
hitting
How
COD
about,
up.
how about a more relatable analogy? COD is the restaurant where like the service could be better, but it's convenient, it's close. They
And it's
have
cheap
pretty
with good
They
food.
have it's cheap. They have the good things on the menu that you're familiar with. It's pretty much like good for the most part each time you go. Don't let you down for the most part. Oh, it could definitely be better. But yeah, it's a convenient.
That's
game.
the better analogy I would go with.
That's all it is.
If EA stop messing around and give us another bad
We're not
company,
going. We're not going to mention their name, bro.
Oh,
We're not going to
speaking
mention
of
their
EA,
name.
speaking of EA,
Damn.
did y'all see that Battlefield 5 expansion they're doing coming out
Nah.
Halloween? I think the World War II one or the Pacific Theater expansion.
I saw
Nah.
people upset, but I didn't really read it.
Yeah, I didn't look into it either because I don't. But no,
Nah.
they're still supporting that game.
That's good for
Yeah,
them.
that's cool. I have Battlefield 5. Do I have it downloaded? No, but I have it.
Well, in case you ever feel the need,
To play
for
it.
whatever reason, there's a new expansion.
I think I'll be good on that. Oh wait, no, I'll get it for free. So,
There you go.
Yes, sir. See the benefits. Yo, the Origin access shit
Fuck.
is clutch.
Fuck.
it is.
You
How
know
much
what
is
I'm saying?
Premiere?
I got the year version, which is 100.
You.
It's 15 a
How
month.
much is 15 a month?
Yeah, I'm not doing that.
There's not
I
a-
do
there's
the, I
not a-
do the basic for 30 a year, and that's good.
Yeah, there's not enough EA's catalog to be paying 15 a month.
That's why I got the year. I got it for Anthem. But we don't have to talk about why I made a mistake.
Oh dear.
So,
Listen.
This
We've
nigga
learned-
fumbled the bag. Holy.
Listen, we've
I did
learned.
it too.
We've learned from our mistakes, and now we're stronger.
They fumbled. This man fumbled the big bag. God.
You just know with basic, eventually those games come to basic.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Yeah. So
So,
you know, just
you
wait.
gotta wait
Just wait
Yeah, you just gotta wait a few months. That's what I might end up doing for the last
for
Jedi.
Anthem. Oh.
Or damn, what's they called?
Jedi Fallen Order.
Fallen Order. Yes, that's what I mean.
I've seen mixed things about that game too. Like it's
There was some
Good.
gameplay that what
Yeah, it popped up for a minute when you was doing the Star Wars trailer.
yeah. I was thinking about showing it, but we ain't have nothing to talk about it.
I almost put it on the topic list, but I don't know if enough of us really cares.
Yeah. I mean, I'll watch it after the podcast. To be honest, I'll watch a little something of it. Yeah. I think for overall with a COD, I think most of us gonna get it. There are some stuff that I feel like they need to work on, just from lobby issues to gun balancing.
I really
but
hope
that's,
that just fix the party system, please.
yeah,
Like, I
because
don't
if
need-
I'm trying to go into ground war, I'm trying to bring all my niggas, not 4 of them.
yeah.
So, yeah. But regardless, like Blitz's analogy, we still gonna get the game for me. So it is what it is. Next topic, Chef, rapid fire segment.
I got you. Starting off first, live from Rockville, Maryland. Bethesda's very own Fallout 76 is now off. Oh, they, they are now offering-
Oh my god.
These
offering a
raggedy
premium
motherfuckers.
membership.
Yo,
wait,
Yo.
go ahead. Let him talk.
They offering a premium membership called Fallout First. Check me out. Check me out.
With it?
With the OnlyFans, I feel
yo,
that.
get this D tier company out of my face.
Check this out though. For $10 a month or $100 a year, we laughing. Look, you can get a private,
Oh,
private
shit.
worlds, aka private servers for you and your buddies.
What?
Or up to 7 people. Yes.
No,
you can
I actually
pay-
didn't read this, so this is all new information to me.
Yeah. Oh, you can get a scrap box for unlimited storage. Crazy, right?
Mm-hmm.
You can get a survival tent for fast travel. You know what I'm saying? A sleeping bag. I need that too.
What?
Atoms, the premium currency in Fallout 76. You've received 1,600 of them a month to use in the shop, and I don't think that really gets you anything. You get
Damn.
an iconic Fallout outfit, Ranger outfit, something from what is that from New Vegas?
Yeah, that's New Vegas. That's
That's a
pretty
New
good.
Vegas outfit. And then last but
see,
not
y'all-
least,
Huh?
last but not least,
Uh-oh.
icons and emotes.
Let me get this straight. How much was Fallout 76 at launch? So you mean to tell me I paid $6 for the base game? Came out buggy as shit,
For the big game.
glitchy as shit, no NPCs, quest was trash. Now, how long has it been out? Like what, 6 months? Almost. Has it been-
Bro, it came out in 2018.
Okay, so then a year later, after I paid $60, you come to my house in front of my wife and kids and offer me a pack for private service that I have to pay $100 for? Nigga, what?
Fuck no, baby.
But get this though. All of this shit that they offering for 10 a month or 100 a year, absolutely no expansions. They giving you useless shit. You paying 100 a year for useless shit and expansions. That they
You
probably
paying
gonna end up
$100
making.
a year. You paying $100 a year for.
Yeah,
Like.
I'm
saw
upset
it
about the scrap box.
It was like
that-
majority of MMOs that fail, they either
Boy, if BDO tried this shit on me, bruh.
they always usually like when MMO fails, they usually go to like a free to play model. These niggas said we finna
Nah.
charge y'all 100 a year, bro.
They did the exact opposite.
It's
bruh.
like exactly opposite.
What's so crazy?
This is from like the same stemming company as Elder Scrolls Online, which literally fixed their bad MMO. Like I cannot believe it's the same niggas doing this. Almost the same niggas.
Almost.
They're
Yeah.
on
What's
the
crazy
same
is they think
umbrella.
this game is gonna last 4 more years because they think
But
The game isn't alive today. It's already dead.
No. Hold on. Apparently, that bitch was averaging like $1 million for a couple months, like $1 million.
Are they
concurrent
Are they
players.
botting players too? We've heard of niggas botting views on Twitch. Are they botting
Yeah,
players
I
now
don't
too?
believe
I
none of
don't
that
know.
shit if it came from them, yo. I don't know anybody who got Fallout 76. I'll tell you that much.
I don't know a soul outside
It's
of
like,
like.
I mean, but it's like we all thought Sea of Thieves was one of the biggest games on Xbox.
Well, Sea of Thieves like again, Sea of Thieves address their issues and they actually offer expansions.
So did No Man's Sky. So did Elder Scrolls Online. Fallout
Yeah.
76 was
Like,
like,
a lot
hey,
of-
bro, we got all this bullshit. We gonna keep the bullshit.
No
but
Man's
now you
Sky
gotta pay
came out the
extra.
grave, yo.
High key, I hear that's actually a pretty good game now. Like,
Oh, I'm
that's the-
tripping. I'm tripping. It's 13 a month.
Oh, yo.
wait, wait.
That shit-
Oh,
I'm gonna take a
no.
sip of water.
Niggas is wildin', yo. Niggas are
Oh, you can't even use mods on a private world.
hey yo, get it. All right. Chef, what's the next?
Get him out of here.
What's
Put
the
him on
next
the
one?
bus, coach.
What's the next one? We going to Google
Please.
Stadia.
Cry to
Go ahead,
goddamn
bro.
cry.
Get him out of here. Let's
Well,
go.
I might, but I
Next.
can't believe these are the same niggas that made Doom, yo. Doom might be fucked up too.
Alright, yo.
Alright.
Water is so good.
So
High
Fallout
key.
76 is out
They did
here.
it at Bethesda.
Let's go to the next person. Mountain View, California. Our very own favorite Google
Fuck Google.
is back, and they're announcing more news for Stadia, which is absolutely comical. Apparently, if you pre-ordered the Founders Edition, which was 130, there's no guarantee that you will be able to play on the first day.
Nigga, what? Hello?
Yeah.
There's
What
no
is-
guarantee that you will be able to
what
play
is
on.
it-
They say it's a first come, first serve basis.
So what did you pre-order for?
What did you pre-order?
What the hell's the point of pre-ordering? That's the whole point, to avoid that. Nigga, what?
I feel like pre-ordering, the whole idea
Pre-
behind it is that you're getting something
You're
out of it.
It's a guarantee.
It's
That's
a
a guaranteed spot.
guarantee.
You're buying a spot ahead of everybody else, so you don't have to worry about
That's
first.
that's
come,
kind of
first serve.
the what pre means. It's
These
before
niggas have
that.
man.
You know what?
Oh, I'm not. That's not even the end of it too.
It's
Oh,
not.
oh,
Oh,
wait, hit him
no.
with the next part. Go
Bro.
ahead. I know what you gonna talk about too, but
Bro.
go ahead.
So you remember how I told y'all the Founders Edition was 130, right?
Oh no no no.
And we explained, and I explained what you got for that 130. Check this out. They have a Premier Edition for the same price,
With-
but except for the
how many
Founders
questions?
Edition controller, it's a white controller, and you
Mhm.
don't even get a buddy pass.
My nigga.
What's the buddy
Same
pass?
price.
Oh, that gives you
The buddy pass was 3 months. You for the 130, you get 3 months of Google Stadia for yourself,
Guess
and then you
what?
can put.
You're not
3
getting that
months to the
shit
other
day
person.
one either.
Nah.
Wait,
So
as
you're
in,
paying
wait.
the same price for less.
Now, when they say it may not be available day one, does that mean they're running out of spots, or is it like the service itself might not be ready by the release date?
Who
The
knows?
service is ready, but I don't think people may get their.
The
console.
service not ready. Don't lie.
No, I don't think people may get their consoles.
The
Thing
concept of it
the
is not
service
ready.
Ain't ready for all the players that they didn't expect, which is probably why they're doing this.
So
Yeah.
so it sounds to me like actually pre-orders actually went through.
So
Is that- is that what
I
I'm-
think
is that what
people
I'm
showed
hearing?
out for this.
But it may not be ready. So all those niggas that paid $130 for their guaranteed spot, you might not even get it.
Exactly.
I get you. I
Hey.
bet you since this is all online stuff, I bet you all sales are final. There ain't no refund.
No, hell no.
Hey
Oh,
hey
you
hey.
can
Guess
only
what
use
though?
the controller with the Chromecast Ultra.
Get yo.
What? I can't even. This shit
Oh.
gonna fail. This shit gonna fail.
Hey, guess what though? Guess what though?
Hey,
I-
Hey,
I
guess
got-
what? Guess what?
I got
Could it be
PC.
me?
Y'all
I got a
niggas
PC.
pay.
Could
Hey,
it be me?
y'all paid $130 for a brick, bro. That's crazy.
That's
All sales final.
That's tough.
Badass.
That's really tough.
Couldn't be me though.
Hey, you heard, you heard me. Couldn't be me though. Couldn't be me though. All right, Chef.
Oh,
Last
man.
topic. Something a little bit more promising. You feel me?
Lord have mercy.
Not really.
Oh damn.
Uh oh.
What's their name?
I
EA.
hope so.
I like
Yeah,
these
they
games,
hope so,
man.
but I don't think so. EA wants to make college sports games again. The reason they stopped doing it because college players wasn't getting paid.
Yeah, the NCAA. The NCAA is like, yo, we're the only ones that can make money. Can't use our you can't quote unquote use our athletes for monetary gain. So we don't pay them, you don't pay them. We all the money that we make, we get to keep. But for those that aren't aware, there was a recent bill in California, state law passed where colleges are required to reimburse student athletes to a certain extent, which is great news. I mean, it doesn't kick into like 2020 whatever, but it's a good sign. Hopefully, like the rest
What?
of
What'd you say?
2023.
23, yeah.
So yeah, reimbursement and they make money from endorsements as well.
Yeah. So basically, they're pretty much they become professional athletes because let's be honest, if you're going to college to play like football, basketball, etc.,
You
and
see all them fans in there, bro? Like, yo, I
yeah,
better be getting
you're
paid
pretty,
for this
you're pretty
shit.
much a pro athlete at that point, and
Yeah.
they're getting all the treatment of pro athletes without the pro athlete payments. So hopefully, the rest of the country follows suit and everyone gets paid across the country. But with that being said, then EA is like, yeah, if that's what we're gonna do, then bet, yeah, we'll make another NCAA football game because that'd be lit. I'm hoping so. That's all people have been asking for years.
Yeah.
Like Chef said, it's unlikely at this point still, but there's still reason to hold out hope for that.
That'd be something nice to play as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, you know,
And it'd be nice too because when I think it was like 2010 or something.
what'd you say?
Like,
Your mic had cut out.
Like I think the last NCAA ball game came out like in 10 or whatever, and it was nice because like you could do pretty much all the stuff you could do like in a Madden game, but like the like a lot of your progress and any characters that you may have plays that you made or any progress that you made also connected to the Madden game that was coming out or out at the same time. So you could transfer, like say you made like a star quarterback that went to fucking USC or something, and you could actually transfer him over to the Madden game that was you could have him turn. So that'd be
You see the simple shit that they don't do nowadays.
that was
Hey,
in
2K
that was in
got all
2010.
this.
Like they had so many more better mechanics for games back then than they do now.
Yeah, and the funny thing is the technology is makes it a lot easier to do that.
And see, that's the thing about it. They blame the technology as well. It's like we got so much of this. Some of it is limiting because
it's
of
not.
the technology that we have.
We have,
really
we have
not.
we have
No,
cloud
no,
shit now.
Even though we shit on 2K, they have like hundreds of like
Say 100 again.
more
Yeah.
hundreds.
Thank you.
No.
Don't spit on the mic this time, though.
Do it again. Listen, they have way more like minor mechanics in their game than Madden.
Shorty kind of thick. Hold on.
The fuck?
What are you looking
In
at?
the game, my bad. Nah, were
Nigga,
you saying that?
are
Where
you
was it?
Anyways, yeah, bitch.
But I
you're
mean,
right.
what you mean mechanics? Like
Like-
on the court wise or just
Like
Overall.
apparently, so you can't see like past championships in the NFL in Madden, but in 2K, you've seen every single like championship ever. Like you can see.
that's because Madden is bare bones.
Yeah.
All they care about is Ultimate Team.
Mm.
Yeah,
Anything
they do
else
that
is
on
left behind.
purpose.
Yeah.
It's an EA game, so they are not worried about feature variety.
I don't even think they did that for NBA Live. I don't think
I
about
don't
it.
know.
They
I don't
did.
think- now that I think
doubt
about
they
it.
did. Yeah.
Hey, speaking of live, we ain't getting one this year.
Nope.
Most
That
definitely
shit is probably dead, yeah.
Mm-mm.
And it sucks because that game wasn't necessarily bad. It's just no one.
It's just
really
competitor.
Yeah, but 2K is just the coonery in 2K is too strong.
In
Yeah.
my opinion, like in 2018, Live won.
Yeah,
Because
it was the better
2K
game
was a
because
shit show. Yeah.
yeah,
But 19, I'm gonna have to give it to 2K. You know what I'm saying? I managed to play 2K throughout the entire year. You know what I'm saying?
I've really known y'all
stopped
niggas
playing-
for like 2-3 years, bro. That's crazy.
Hmm?
it'll
Not me, nigga. Hold on, nigga. This the I only bought two 2Ks in the past like 6 years. No, wait, no, I'm capping.
I think he was talking about just knowing us.
I was just knowing
Just
y'all
knowing
niggas.
us.
Oh wait, I thought you was talking about 2K.
Nah.
Hold on, whoa.
Oh, hold on now.
Nah, it's been 2 years. It was 2 years in August.
Oh, okay.
Like 2 years.
True. I feel that.
But yeah, it's nice to dream. Hopefully something happens. If something does, it won't be a while because again, that in California doesn't kick in until 2020.
Yeah. I mean, the
Hopefully,
last Madden game I played was 07. So I mean, ooga booga. I don't really care.
Yeah, maybe one day.
Oh, a lot has declined since then. You see how I said decline?
What the?
All right, yeah.
I'm not lying. If you look at the old Maddens, it's a lot more.
Yeah, it was a lot
These
more.
games.
Like apparently, like Madden 98 or some shit was way better than what the fuck we got now.
I feel like 07 is the best one.
I didn't start playing Madden until like 2013.
You said 20 what? Oh, okay.
So
Yeah.
I just wish Madden had the customization for because pretty much all of the only thing I play sports games for is for the franchise mode. I would just like the one thing I do like about 2K and their My League customization you have with you go back like historic teams, you can relocate teams, problem. You can do all kinds of stuff with the rosters and stuff. That's the one thing I wish Madden because I'll be honest, some teams don't belong in certain cities. Chargers.
Oh shit. And the
So-
Jets.
Yeah, I won't name any names.
Make a mistake.
The Rams.
Lions.
Yeah, put the Rams back in St. Louis. Put the Chargers back in San Diego. Raiders can. Honestly, the Raiders should be in LA. That's the only team that they because they barely want the Rams. If you
That
ask-
is
go out
true.
there and ask. The only reason they tolerate the Rams because they've been to a Super Bowl.
Yeah, but I mean, like I said, just to wrap things up a bit. If you're excited, you can be excited. I ain't really excited. I don't really care about this shit.
It's something to be hopeful.
Yeah, I guess it's I don't know. Just from the gameplay I'm seeing, these niggas look beat. So yeah. Apart from
Oh, that right there, yeah, that's absolutely useless to the actual rest of that franchise mode.
I mean, I bet.
I'm
Really no
tired
point
of
for that.
niggas putting
Don't put a
fillers
cinematic.
in like fucking trailer cinematics and shit. Just for movies.
Yeah, well,
and
if you
game
don't talk about
companies
no
alone.
jersey customization, bruh. Like you can't redesign the jerseys in Madden. Fuck.
Yeah, see,
Yeah.
they decline every year.
So, that being said, we can go ahead and move on. That was it for the gaming portion of the podcast. We don't have anything for the anime portion.
Oh wait,
But
I think I have one. I do have one thing for
Mhm.
anime. Episode 3 of that one isekai we was watching is.
Oh, it's out.
Yeah.
Hey,
You can watch that.
we in there like swimwear. All right, bet that.
That's all I got.
All right. Well, we're gonna go ahead and move on to the anime portion of. Were you about to say something? Or-
Oh, you said anime. I'll talk about
I mean,
My Hero or-
life. I'm fucking stupid. I mean, we could talk about My Hero. Who's seen the My Hero new episodes for season 4?
I think it's just, I don't know. Mitch has seen
It
but
might just be
just
you.
be wrong, bruh.
I didn't see it, so it might just be you.
You did see it. Yeah, you did.
I didn't.
Oh, the isekai?
Yes, you-
Nah, not me.
I didn't see it.
Of My Hero?
I did not watch it.
Yes, you did.
Yeah.
When?
What do you think? We were talking about that one nigga, the plague doctor.
Oh, we did. Yo.
He was probably half asleep. Probably.
I probably was, cause it really wasn't keeping my attention. I'm
I mean, there's a little bit.
but
there
that
was a
nigga
little bit of
cold.
action.
That
Yeah,
nigga
there was a
still
little
cold.
bit of action. But yeah, there's still
Yeah.
to big bad villain of the season. My nigga.
Yeah. I will say, overall. I'm fucking stupid. He does look like a really good character. And also that other nigga in this group, nigga look colder than Overhaul, but we ain't gonna say nothing about that. But yeah, just from what I've seen in the manga, Overhaul is gonna be a really, really interesting character. And I'm excited to see what
I hope
they
so,
do
'cause
later
outside
on.
Of, yeah,
Because right now
outside
it's
of
not
all
really
the-
catching it. My eye.
Yeah, because I hope Overhaul is a good outside of like all like villain substance that show.
Yeah. Because like Blitz was saying, they need with I won't say with every other shonen, but like with the big shonens, they have the main character or the group of main characters. I'll say they've had like a loss with in Hunter x Hunter. Gon lost Kite. He had the erasure moment. Um, and I guess Naruto. His woman was getting beat up on by Pain. He had that whole moment where he experienced
Hinata?
loss with
She should have
Jiraiya.
died, Brett.
She really should have died, but
She landed
No,
on her
she
whole
died.
head.
She
No,
died.
she didn't. She just got
Hinata?
knocked out cold. No, she didn't die.
Oh, she got
Hinata
stabbed
did
through
not
the stomach,
die.
didn't she?
She didn't
She's
die
very
from it
much
though.
alive, sir.
No.
She-
Well, I mean, okay, a lot of niggas died, but they got brought back. Is what I'm saying.
I don't think
They don't.
she
There is
died.
no
died.
resurrection in.
Yes,
as
there
far
is.
as I know. I
Kakashi
haven't seen
died,
any yet.
but he
I
got
have-
brought back.
Oh yeah, that's true. But
Yes.
point being, Hinata did.
Yeah. Point being, that nigga still felt, the hurt and shit. And I don't think Midoriya has felt that yet, really.
Fuck
Um,
that nigga.
That nigga's
There's
just
been
lost a
there's been
couple
no
fights,
stakes
and
fight.
that's it.
there's
Yeah.
been no stakes.
And I think overall as a character, that nigga gonna bring the stakes. Literally, the
God.
first episode he's introduced
He
in,
better kill
he
somebody
clapping
with 1A,
someone.
bro.
He
That's
clapped
the
someone.
Worst MC ever, bro.
Yeah.
Oh my- oh my
Gon's the
fucking
best
God.
MC.
I don't
but that's-
necessarily.
that's my
I don't
opinion.
necessarily disagree, but I haven't. I feel like I haven't seen it like
Can you-
of like modern day shonens to really. Jumping up.
Yeah.
How many champs?
Gon that nigga though. But
Oh God, he is.
yeah. Um.
I guess he is.
But yeah.
God, he is.
That was just a little bit. Did you want to say
That's about
anything, Blitz, or?
I mean, no, that's
Blitz
about
or
it. Like
Mitch?
I said, it's still they just pretty much this episode just introduced the villain of the season. Like I said, I hope be
Can
out
you
there. Just
imagine?
hopefully he comes out and there's mad stakes.
Yeah. That
Can you
nigga Gon winning
imagine?
a fight against Midoriya though. That's Bard.
Yo, he'll
I would
beat the
assume-
brakes
I would
off
assume
that
so.
little nigga.
That nigga, he killing
Yo,
him.
Deku
He's
ain't
killing
never
him.
fight nobody.
Midoriya.
He not
bitch
fighting
on
for his
Midoriya.
life. He's never fought for his life.
No,
That's what I'm
because
saying.
and then niggas talk about like, oh, well, Deku beat Muscular. Like, what did Vince Staples say? He said everyone knows big niggas can't. They just big.
He's big.
You're
bro.
right. You're right. You're right.
Can you imagine like having over like 100 chapters on you, and you're still a shit MC, bro? It could not be me. Not my MC. Not Gon. Not Naruto. Not ever.
I think it's a little strong to call him shit. He's just under.
He's. That
He's
nigga,
made.
that nigga
I'll put
weak,
it this.
bro. That
I'll
nigga
put, no,
weak.
I'll put. Hold on. I'll put it this. He's made
Out of
out
what?
there, and
You cut out. Head.
Yeah.
out of all the shonen MCs that are out there, progress and time that he's had, he's made the least amount of.
Oh, God.
So he a weak nigga.
In terms of
It's
power
just
and in
that.
terms of character development, he's easily the worst shonen.
But I
like,
think he's the most
MC.
relatable. Though.
I don't even know about
I
that. I don't even
to
know
me,
about
bro.
that.
I think
ain't
he's the
no
most
bitch.
relatable. Though.
Little
At least to
in what
me,
terms?
To me, anyway, because like, it's like the one thing I do appreciate about mine is like, in terms of like Deku's preparation and things like that. It's just like, yeah, he says he wants to be the number one hero, he's the best, but like I've actually like the things that he does is like the shit that I would do. I would actually like take notes. I would watch film, and shit. Like all this other like training shit. Like that's fine, but it's just like it's still at the same time it's still a cartoon.
But the
And you have to
film
kinda
that
suspend
nigga
this
watch is like All Might beating niggas that are clearly weaker.
Like
than
this
him.
nigga idolizing over a fucking
Like,
another.
All Might.
I don't know.
No,
bruh.
no,
Like,
I'm talking.
All
I'm
Might's
talking about in
broken as
terms.
shit.
I,
So
I guess
it's-
all I'm saying is like if I was a shonen MC, like I would be taking a similar approach to Deku. That's what I'm saying.
But it's
I,
like
I,
don't
I
know,
can understand that. I can understand
I
that.
feel like whenever you watch a character, like whenever you're in a universe like My Hero, where niggas are like, there's niggas like All Mights walking around who are literal tactical nukes. You know what I'm saying? So it's like,
And he's not even
what do
full
you-
power yet. That's crazy.
like, what are you studying, bro? Like, there's nobody. There's like two niggas. Like Prime All Might is one of the strongest characters in anime. So it's like, there's probably like two niggas in that entire universe that can step up to that nigga. And
I mean,
ain't
like he
fought
takes
him.
And
notes on,
also-
like he takes notes on how to conduct himself. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
works. Yeah,
One thing too, it's like Deku, his powers were given to him, and another character that
Yeah, he
didn't
had a
have
hand in it.
powers up. Yeah, another character that didn't really have powers to begin with is dude from Black Clover. Like he didn't.
Asta?
Yeah, Asta. He didn't have any like magical abilities, or I don't watch the show. Just
But
just
that's
from what I've heard and seen.
That's different. There's
Yeah,
like,
cause like,
it's
but that nigga
tiers.
grind for his shit. You can't,
Yeah,
you can't say shit to him. He grind for
There's
his shit.
tiers of getting like powers handed to you. There's like Ichigo tier where you didn't work for shit, you just got it. And then
I mean,
there's
he
like,
kind of later on he like understood more and like he owned
fuck
his
that.
shit.
That
He
nigga
owned
got
his shit.
everything
You
handed to
can't even cap. He owned the shit.
When he realized he had to get stronger to do what he had to do, yeah.
That nigga, bro, listen, bro. I can't make an MCU as every single character in the goddamn show, bro.
Nah, I'm not saying Ichigo's like top tier. He still has flaws of his own, but I'm saying like in terms of Midoriya, that nigga cheeks. That nigga just
Yeah, I mean,
weak.
let's say compared to his peers,
And I'm not even talking about power level. That nigga just bitch made. I don't know.
he's made the least amount of progress out of all of his contemporaries. Yeah,
We just gonna leave it at that. We just gonna leave it at that.
that's what I'm saying. I hope the beat drops with that nigga soon.
Yeah, that nigga need to
Because
hit a
I
rage
really
mode.
I hope and expect the villains to pull up in this fucking season, bro. So he better be.
Yeah, and it's like
I need casualties, bro.
when has my man ever got like actually mad? And I'm not talking about oh you crying mad. I'm talking about like you about to like
Nothing.
Like fuck all that hero
You-
shit.
yeah, you like-
I'm about to kill you, nigga.
put all the hero stuff aside. Let's run the fade right now.
It's like all these teenagers we see in anime, they'd be going through some real ass shit. And this
Like,
nigga
bro,
is
my man's got
going through
clapped.
some soft
My
shit.
man's brother got clapped. What was that? First season? When Stain pulled up on my man's brother.
Ida? Yeah.
He got my man was actually he
fuck all
literally
the hero
said
shit.
He said, I want
smoke. He was said I
"Tell
want
Stain I
smoke.
want smoke."
I will kill that nigga, bro.
He was like I'm going for blood.
He was
And
gonna
I was
lose.
like
He was gonna lose, but he said
and he
I don't
knew
want-
he
I
was
want-
going to lose. He knew he was going to lose. He was like, "You know what? I need to avenge my brother and I'm going to try or I'm going to die." That was some real nigga shit.
He gonna
That
know
was
my
some real
name,
nigga
nigga.
shit.
You gonna get tired of me.
That's what I'm saying. And it's like I don't know. I just can't get behind that bitch in Midoriya. Couldn't be me. But
bro.
I'm gonna leave it at that.
I still,
Uh,
yeah, I agree. I still think he has potential.
He has potential
progress.
just because
He
he's
needs
a
to make
he's a
progress
shonen
soon.
character.
Yeah, he needs to make progress soon. Like he needs to make a jump soon.
Yeah. So
The other, it's literally like, to finish it off is like, whenever the MC, like whenever you make a show based around one character, and it's like he's not even the main reason the show's doing so well right now, it's like that's a problem. My hero, my
can see that.
niggas ain't.
I mean,
niggas
it's
ain't
like-
supporting my hero right now because of Gon.
honestly, bro, it's not even like a thing where the main character needs to like be the main focal point of the show in order to carry it. If you have a really good like I'll just say background characters, not background in terms of like deep in the background, but like characters that are giving directly helping and directly supporting the main character. So like let's say Killua Kurapika and Lorario to Lori whatever Oreo to Gon. Like those characters alone, when Gon wasn't there, that shit was still fire. And it's like just because they have their own character development,
Yeah.
but it can't it's gonna be weird if it starts off the other way around. You feel me? It's like one thing where you can connect with the character just because, like Blitz said, the character's human, and the character has emotions. That character, whenever he experiences loss, he reacts a certain way, whether it be he reacts like Blitz or he acts like me. We react differently to things. So it's like if the side characters are doing that before the main character makes his oomph in the show, I can't really get behind it. And I feel like that's what My Hero kind of did. Kind of like the end of the end of season 1. That's when I was least fucking with My Hero, just because I didn't really see Midoriya take up that center role like he's literally purposely supposed to. But I saw other side characters taking up that role, like Todoroki, like my man with the engines in his calf muscles. Like I'm seeing them act more human than the actual character, and I just can't get behind that.
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
Yeah,
My
me as a
Hero-
person, I can't get behind that. But
My hero is carried by its side characters. Midoriya shit.
Yeah. I mean,
That's why niggas
booga
is
booga.
fucking with-
Uh, but yeah. Before we go to the life portion, first.
I like how we always say we don't have anime.
Yeah, and then we end up talking
One
about anime.
statement.
Hey,
It's always something.
yeah. There's definitely always something to talk about. Niggas just gotta open their mouths and say something, and we end up talking.
It's
yeah,
not really so much like a news thing. It's just like
Yeah, it's just like,
a
hey,
question. Like a question. Like, what do you think about this? And then yeah.
I guess I'll start incorporating that more. Just not news necessarily. Just hey, what you think?
Yeah.
But yeah, moving on. Before we get to the live portion though, this is something I did forget to bring up in the gaming portion of it. It's not really centered around games, but the Joker movie has came out. There's been enough people that seen it. I have not seen it personally, and I know Blitz and Chef had not seen it, but Goats and Sencon, the Michelin Man, have seen it. So I guess y'all can kind of
I think
bounce
Goat
off
saw
each
it
other.
twice.
Yes, I did see it
Hmm.
twice.
Oh damn!
Hmm.
So you know the movie inside and out.
Yeah, I'm trying to catch it a third time before it leaves theaters. I liked it
Damn.
that much, but I want to
You
hear
still-
what Mitch has to say.
All right, Mitch, you have the floor. What do you think?
So I mean, obviously, got to talk about the actor himself, how they portrayed Joker.
That nigga.
Now I'm not
going
going
through
to
it.
go off and say yeah he better than Heath,
I don't think
You know what
anyone
I'm
can
saying?
touch that, but I think this is a close second based on what
but this is very much a close second.
Got it.
Because it's like I mean you probably all heard it, but it's like bro, this really like talks like it doesn't talk about, but it portrays mental health and like what that shit is and like what that shit can do to somebody, bro. Like it's a very extreme case of it. It's like the nigga got shat on. Like the nigga got shat on his entire life. And then it's like it just devolved, like it turned him into like something like horrible, bro. Like somebody who just killed or not killed, but it's like I mean he did kill, but it's like somebody who would do some of the most outrageous things, like some of the most like you know like some of the worst things you could think of in society. Like he just do it. You know what I'm saying? And it wouldn't hurt him. Like you wouldn't see him distraught about it. He'd do it and then he realized, oh yeah, this was bad, but it's like I guess it's already done. I'm just gonna keep going my day type shit. It was just like I don't know, but like the way that we seen like I just love the way we seen this nigga descend into madness essentially. Like I just love that. I've always
And it
wanted
was
like
it was a hard descent to watch.
yeah, it was
I
very
think
hard.
that's the appeal of. That's why I want.
Yeah,
I've been,
that's why
I've
I've been
niggas
so
was-
lazy to go to the theaters, but I do want to see it.
He was a good person. He just the nigga dead ass just doesn't like bad people. Like he hates like the rich and famous that like shit on like the less fortunate. And it's like you know what I'm saying? Like it's such a slow and like kind of poetic descent into madness to the point where it's like
Was
just
it
called him
similar
nigga.
to like that whole theme of the Killing Joke? There's like, was all it takes is one bad day for it to get it.
absolutely.
Okay.
But it's like imagine
like that
that
story.
one bad day, but it's like the whole life. Like the nigga literally said, I've been getting shit on my whole life, bro. I haven't ever since I was born, I have not had a good happy day on this earth. And I was like,
That's
like
tough.
Jesus Christ,
Damn.
bro.
That is actually tough.
I have not had a good a happy day on this earth.
I feel like
yeah,
I'm gonna
I guess-
really love it then, because I feel like one of my things.
I guess
is-
that's a little bit different. Like that, this is one bad day. Because like the whole Joker's point in the Killing Joke was like, yeah, you might be like, you may have come from like a good background, a good family. You might have a happy life, you think, but then all it takes is one bad day to fuck all. You just as crazy as me.
Mm.
But yeah, that's definitely like something that interests me. That makes me want to go see them.
Yeah, because I think my whole thing is like I don't know. I in life I try to keep a optimistic view on things and just I think life is beautiful. Just in its ups and downs, and I feel like Joker as a character, really. I'm not gonna say talks to me because I don't know the nigga, but like just from what I'm seeing from the trailer and what I think that I'm gonna feel when I see the movie is Like I'm gonna see the beauty in the pain that he goes through. Not saying like
That's
that nigga deserves it, but you know, like
Sure does.
kind of
He's
Mitch
like
said, it's a
it shows like he's
poetic
human
descent.
just like everybody else, but then
Yeah,
like he's
Yeah.
it takes
Like
him one bad day to fuck it
we
all up.
always see the Joker like a crazy ass nigga talks about
yeah, just
chaos. All
doing
he wants is
wild shit,
chaos.
but like
But it's like we
seeing
see
he
why he
does
wants
it now.
chaos.
Yeah,
Yeah, that shit, and like in such a dark light, because we always seen Joker as like the nigga crazy, but we don't know
yeah.
why. He could just be crazy just to be crazy. But now
I'm trying to see
we
him drop
actually
the
have a
N word
reason.
too.
We have a
I
reason
don't
as
know
to
about
why
all
this
that.
nigga's insane.
It'd be kind of funny, but
Yeah, I'm
but
a
I don't
laugh.
think
That
we need all
nigga,
that.
like it hurts to see this man, bro. Like, and the way Joe Quinn, like, it is, it's
My
like
man literally caught disorders, bruh.
oh yeah, he had to beg to eat, cause like the nigga, like they made the nigga drop to like
He dropped
how much
60
did he
pounds, I
weigh?
heard.
Like
Oh,
you could
word?
see when he
Yeah.
breathes in during the movie, you could see like the ribs form around his skin, cause the nigga's that skinny.
Damn.
Like he had to start begging to eat, cause they just wanted this nigga to get so skinny, bro. The nigga, the nigga's not. There's
Yeah,
nothing
that role kills niggas. We
Yeah.
saw it with Heath Ledger. So
that role does get niggas killed, bro.
And
Niggas
they
have to
actually turn into the Joker. That's crazy.
or at least
look.
they try. You could be like Jared Leto, where he's trying to
That
and
nigga,
he
yo.
and he
That
just
nigga
can't
sent
and he just
pigs
won't
to
turn it off.
the cast and like
Yeah, I heard he
congrats,
heard he was like
Margot
being
Robbie's
annoying on
dressing
set.
room or
Like
some shit. Yeah, niggas didn't like him. Yeah, Mitch, I have a few disagreements, but overall, yes, I think the movie was excellent. Very excellent. So excellent that I saw it twice.
And about
And I'm
the
probably
third
gonna
time.
go see it again. Yeah. Um, but in terms of Arthur being a good person, I don't really think he was a good person because there's no like point in the movie where he like considered that other people's opinions could be right. Like he just always thought that like he had this concrete definition of like what's good and what's bad and like why like things are the way that they are and why they should be different, but like at no point did he consider that he could be wrong about anything, which to me is like the worst type of person. um the movie does a really good job of actually setting you up to not want to sympathize with him. Like as he's doing all these terrible things, the people around him are like, "Yo, what the fuck are you doing, nigga? Like stop this shit. Like this is wrong." Like when he's on the talk show, like he's telling a talk show host that like he was being called up to get made fun of, but like at the same time, it's like he should have known that. Like the entire clip that was shown was like shown to him on TV and he knew exactly what he was walking into, and he's going to go and like tell him on the show and everybody around him that he's like a bad person. Like okay, I guess. I don't know. The fact is like nothing excuses murdering 3 people in cold blood. Nothing excuses murdering your own mother with a pillow. Nothing excuses doing a lot of the shit that he did, which is actually I think the point of the movie.
I ain't gonna lie.
People made it out to be this like social commentary on how like responsible society is for like making terrible people, which society should take some responsibility for that because it does have an effect. But at the same time, it's like this is a Joker movie. Like the nigga is the Joker. I have a theory that like this shit is actually didn't even happen. Like
Yeah,
the
no,
whole
I
movie was
for
like
sure
a
believe
Joker
that.
story.
This
Like
is
like on some American Psycho type shit.
yeah, it's just
Yeah,
a dream,
yeah.
to be honest. That it could easily just be a dream. Like there's no way.
Not even a dream. Like I see like Joker like has like Batman tied up or some shit, and he like tells him the story. Like this is how his parents died. Because in the Joker film, his parents did
Ah.
die. You
Yeah,
saw
oh yeah.
Batman's parents die.
At the
Um,
end, they just show this nigga his parents getting shot.
Yeah, I think it's just like a whole like fabricated thing. We already established that the Joker, this Arthur Fleck, isn't a reliable narrator, because of how obvious it was when I don't know if I could be talking spoilers, but like
oh
honestly,
yeah,
the movie's
I
been out
mean
for
at
3
this
weeks,
point,
bro.
go for
Yeah,
it.
yeah, like we saw that the girl that he was supposedly with the entire movie was actually
It was
they never interacted before
Is that
he
Zazie
showed up
Beetz
in her
character?
apartment.
yeah,
Yeah.
Zazie Beetz' character. They met on an elevator. Essentially, they met on an
That was
elevator.
real.
Yeah, that was real. And she had as a kid and shit. And like the kid's just rambling and talking some bullshit. And she like makes like a gun with her finger and she like blows it at her head. and he like thought that was like, I don't know, really cool, and then he like replicates it in the hallway before she goes in her house or
And
whatever.
she was like,
And
"All right,
then
weird ass nigga."
and then after that, what you call it? After
He
he gets
stalks
done,
her.
yeah, he stalks her the next day, and then after he gets done bodying three niggas, he pulls up to her. He
No, no,
pulls
no, no,
up
no.
to
You skipped
her.
the part. You skipped the
Pulled
part.
up to the crib like I want
He
some booty.
stalks her. He stalks her the next day, then comes home and she's like, "Were
He
you following
imagines
me?"
that she
Yeah,
has
and
him
then
there.
this is where the imagining starts. Is he imagines that she comes to his apartment door and goes, "Were you following me today?" And he's like, "Yeah." And
Yeah.
she was like, "Oh, that's like cool or whatever." And then they start like taking a conversation off of it. So like you can tell from like moments like that, like some of this shit isn't real because it just literally doesn't make sense. Uh,
Yeah.
my biggest one is on the Murray show. This nigga pulled the Glock out. I seen it twice. I know the exact sequence of events. This nigga, first of all, admitted that he killed 3 people on the train.
And he was still able to just
Yeah,
chill in that
was still chilling. Nobody pulled up on him. Was still
Nobody.
chilling. Admitted to a triple homicide. Then talked more shit. Told a joke. Pulled the Glock out. Blew a nigga's brains out.
On TV.
Got up.
Walk to
Got
the
up from
fucking
his-
camera.
No. Before that, got up. Hit a motherfucking jig on stage. Nigga started dancing on stage. Then he walked up to the camera. No. And then he shot 3 more shots in Murray's body. Shot
Oh,
him three
yeah.
more times, then walked up to the camera and screamed at it. And that entire time, nobody stopped him.
Nobody stopped him, bro. I think like it didn't make sense because as soon as the nigga admitted, yeah, I killed those niggas, cops should have been called.
Yeah,
It was
cops
right
should have been storming.
before.
At least security. I mean, it's a
Yeah.
celebrity, yo.
Security
Had
be
to be
like,
on the
huh?
scene.
It
What?
was
I
like
don't know. That nigga wearing clown paint. Huh?
right before he got shot. That's when he's like, yeah, call the police. He holds dead ass, bro. That whole like conversation was 10 minutes long. He holds a conversation with this nigga about like society and how fucked up society is, how everybody wrong, how wrong everybody is and how rude everybody is. He holds that whole conversation for like 10 minutes, and then at the end he just shoots this nigga. He has like 10, 15 minutes to talk his bullshit, and then right after that, after admitting to a triple homicide,
Which is what that 10 minutes
Yes.
begins with, might I
and then
add.
right after admitting to that and then killing the nigga, all we see afterwards is him getting escorted. All we see after that is this nigga in a single cop car, just
Mhm.
one cop car in the middle of a riot with one nigga driving it. What the fuck?
Yeah. It's
Why
like
would you ever?
there's a lot of things that couldn't have happened. You know the whole 6-shooter thing, Mitch, how like people on the train
At the
he
playground?
shot 8 bullets out of what?
All right, chill out, yo.
Anyways, so on the train, people like he shot 8 shots out of a 6-shooter revolver.
Mm.
And people are like, "Yo, that's a cinematography error." Like, actually, I doubt it. There's no way that just like went past the whole team. I'm pretty sure that was like, you know, when the Joker tells like his stories in the comics, he gets like really like watery mouthed and like caught up when he talks about like violent details.
Mhm.
Like,
Yeah.
I could see him like telling this story and like making up that he shot this nigga like this many more times, and like it could have never happened.
Which
Like,
he does way too. He shoots niggas multiple times. They're dead. That shit.
Mm-hmm. It's
Well,
literally just like a story you would hear from the Joker. The whole movie is just a story you'd hear from the Joker.
I mean, at this point, it's like, to me, like my whole summary of that movie, like afterwards, is like towards the end. There's like two ways they can go with this film. It's that they just say, yeah, this was a dream, or two, they make a universe out of this. Because, like,
I hope not.
I don't
with
think
the
it'd
whole
be a good
making the universe, like,
movie.
there's no reason to
It's
show
not- yeah, it's not connected.
Batman's.
The EU. at this point.
There's no reason to show Batman's parents dying if you're not gonna make a universe to me. Like,
Oh, they
why
did show that, huh? They showed it
Yeah.
again.
Yeah, at the
Yeah,
end,
they-
like
yeah,
literally in the
Batman
last
got-
like 5 minutes, they show Thomas Wayne, Martha Wayne, and Bruce Wayne walking out the movie theater. They go into an alley. Some nigga with a clown mask pulls up, shoots both of them, leaves Bruce in the alley. They show this nigga, like Bruce is in like 2 scenes, very important scenes by the way in the movie.
Mhm.
And they show this nigga. It's like, to me, it's like, why would you show both these scenes with fucking Batman if you're not gonna create a story out of it?
I
Or like
think
a
it's literally
universe.
just to show that it's a Joker movie.
Yeah. So
pretty much. I don't think they're gonna do a universe out of it.
yeah,
They better
out
fucking
of that,
not, 'cause they already have a Batman for DCEU now,
Yeah.
and the continuity, like Batman's a little kid when the Joker's a grown ass man.
yeah,
So
Joker's like 30, 40. So by the time Batman would become the Batman, Joker would be in his 50s or 60s, which is terrible.
Also, my last point. Um, please don't ever compare him to Heath Ledger again. He's not a close second. They're two entirely different characters. They're uncomparable characters. One plays a man that we like. One's a character study, and one's like a fully fledged crime boss. They're
Yeah,
like
niggas
That's
just
true.
chaos.
Yeah.
two different sides. It's not the same character. Like the only comparable Jokers, in my opinion, are Heath Ledger, Jared Leto, and Jack Nicholson
Because
because
they're
they're
all
like,
chaos ass niggas. All they believe in is chaos.
well, that and because like the characters like they tried to do the same thing. Like they're like crime bosses, like they're
Yeah.
evil niggas with gangs. Like this is a human story. It's not
Gotcha.
the same thing. Yeah.
Fair
That's
enough.
true. Very true.
I feel that. That was a good little piece. You
Mhm.
should make a video on that.
Hey man. Might.
The beautiful thing about this one is just like all we know about the Joker is chaos. All the nigga does is chaos, bro.
And
Killing
ambiguity.
niggas. Yeah, just like
And what does
that's
the ambiguity mean for the people in the chat who might not know?
Basically like you don't know. Like
It's unclear. It's uncertain.
yeah.
Yeah. Like in this one, we get this nigga's full government name. We see who he was before the Joker. It's like it's fire, man. Like I just
Gas.
love seeing the Joker being portrayed as anything but a nigga that wants to spread chaos. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, facts.
Yeah. All the
Definitely 9 out of 10 for me.
Yeah, for sure. It's a 9 out of 10. 9 out of 10 movie, bro. And that shit. Yeah, that shit hurt. That shit hurt for
Only
real.
complaint
You
is,
telling
like,
me
some of
you
the-
weren't persuaded or inspired to go cause a ruckus in society because of this movie?
I seen this movie. I was about to go to Walmart to get the burners.
Oh God,
This nigga, yeah.
No, I'm
Bro,
playing.
bro. On
all that
everything,
shit is
I'm about to start a
stupid
riot in this
propaganda, bro. Like I hated how the media tried to turn this comic book ass movie into something like that. I'm glad that they didn't succeed. I really am.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I hear it's actually supposed to be Deadpool 2 for like the highest grossing R-rated
Yeah.
movie in the debut or something.
It's at like 737 million or something right now. I literally just watched the video.
It's also the biggest It's also the biggest movie
October
to ever
opening.
release. Yeah, the biggest October release ever.
Yep, beat Venom.
Mhm.
Hey, good shit. Good shit.
Yeah, like I said, I want to see it, but I'm too late. So it's like-
Definitely catch it when it drops on DVD or
Oh, yeah, for
DVD
sure.
quality somewhere allegedly. But
Yeah.
Well,
I might go see it tomorrow. I'm not for sure, but
yeah, I would
Yeah.
try and watch it as soon as possible. But if you're not trying to go to the theater, like I can't argue with that.
I be trying to go to the theater sometimes. As long as they got the lay down seats, you know, I'm cool.
Oh, I was in the lay down seats, boy.
Yeah.
Yes. Large popcorn type.
But I
shit,
think we're
anyways.
finally gonna move on to the life portion of the
Yeah.
podcast. We got start with you, Mitch. Then I'm gonna go Goats. Then I'm gonna go with Chef. Then I'm gonna go with Blitz. So start with the first question. Mitch, main man, Michelin man. You here? Hello.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. All right. What is the best path to find truth? Science, math, art, philosophy, or is it something else?
To find truth, the best path, huh? Oh, that's hard. That's hard for real. Shit. The best path to find truth, huh? I'd say. I don't even know, bruh. To find to find the truth about what? Like the world or some shit?
Truth?
Just truth, bro.
Truth?
I guess through yourself. Through yourself or through art? Yeah, I guess through yourself or through art. So
And why would you say that?
I don't know. I feel like to find the truth about whatever it is you're looking for, like you either need to find like you need to look into yourself and like use yourself to understand that certain thing so that you could better you can get a better understanding of it. You know what I mean? And then I guess with art, it's like you could use art as a way to find the truth to something.
Yeah, because
Like
I mean, art is a expression.
yeah, it's like music, movie theater. Like we just talked about the Joker movie. You could find with through the Joker movie, you could find the truth about mental illness. You know what I'm saying? That shit is real. That shit fucks niggas up. Maybe not on that level where they cap niggas like multiple people,
I would hope
I
not. Shit.
I
but
yeah.
it can if you if you sit there and get shat on your entire life, it's gonna fuck you up, and it's gonna like you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
The truth about it is like prevalent through that form of art where it's like you watch these niggas, you watch this nigga Joker or this nigga Arthur devolve into just chaos, bro. From a normal man trying to make something out of himself, trying to be a comedian to pure chaos. You know, that's one way about to try to find the truth about something. And then I guess through yourself, it's like you could look into yourself for something that you've been, like I said, you've been trying to find the truth about. It's like whether it could be, I don't know, like the truth about, mm, like what you want to be, like as a person,
Finding
like what you want to
purpose.
do with yourself, finding purpose. Yeah, you could look into yourself for that and try to like find the truth about something like that. You know what I'm saying? But it's just I don't know. Like I feel like I'm kind of being broad.
It
It's
is
like
kind of a broad question, and it's kind of
yeah,
one to pick at your mind a little bit, just to
yeah.
see
That's what this is
where y'all
about, though.
thinking. Yeah. Yeah,
So
exactly. That's what it's all about.
yeah.
So,
So either through art, like movies, books, all that shows, any form of art, or music, and then through yourself. Those are, I feel, the two ways to find the truth about something.
I feel that. Goats. What about you?
I think depending on who you are and what your strengths and weaknesses are, all of the above could be used to find truth. Um, they're like mathematicians who have taught us things about our Earth that we didn't know before. Same with scientists, obviously. Artists have pioneered the way for people to like find their own happiness through their own art. And philosophers, we wouldn't know shit about like why our mentalities are the way that they are without them. I literally just think it depends on you, and you have to figure out your own thing. That's really it. I don't have anything else to say.
It's an honest answer. It's a straightforward,
Yeah.
honest answer. Can't beat that.
Mhm.
Chef, main man, chef. Do you need to
I'm really
repeat the
not understanding
question
this
or?
question.
Okay. So the best path to find truth. I guess to not have it so much. Not to narrow it down a bit. Um, I guess the best path to find truth to self. Or do you need me to narrow it down even more?
No, that makes sense now.
All right.
Um, I mean, yeah, it's already been said by Mitch. Yourself and art. I feel like you yourself can only find whatever truth you're looking for. Really. I mean, I really don't know what else to say about this type of question.
True. Uh, Blitz.
Um, yeah, this question, to be honest, is kind of vague. Um, I guess my first question would, yeah, first you have to define what is truth.
And yo, I was looking for someone to say that shit because I was about to say it.
Because I feel like I don't know if like you did this just to make the question that vague. Because like truth means, because I was actually
I
watching
meant to make it that vague because I
I
was
was
waiting for
watching a
someone to say it.
video. They're reviewing some music, but they were actually like having some deep conversation about it afterwards. They're like having a conversation like, what is truth? Like, is truth subjective? And what is like, that saying, "Speak your truth."
Hmm.
Is that really truly an accurate statement? Because if truth is subjective, it's the truth because it's supposed to be a fact. It's not something that can be changed, no matter who you are. perspective you look at it, fact does not change. So speak your truth technically shouldn't even exist. That shouldn't. It's not even an accurate statement.
Hmm.
But in terms of what, I guess I don't know if you, and this is something I've alluded to before, like in terms of like finding out like the thing about like the unknown, like it does like the divine actually exist. That I feel like it's one of those things that we're not really supposed to find like the answer to. Like by all means we can wonder about those questions, but it's an answer we're not going to find on this earth.
Hmm.
So like, I don't know. Like I guess you have first, like I said, you have to find what truth is, and then from there, I guess it's a really tough question. I think that's really the what you have to try and tackle first is what is truth, and is it something that cannot be changed? Is it subjective? Is it objective? Is it something that you may not be able to comprehend, even if you do find? And that's the thing I always ask too. Say you do all this stuff. What's the end game? What are you going to do with this information? What are you going to do with this knowledge?
Yeah.
Like say you do find the truth. What are you going to do with it? Now what? So I don't know. It's
I was
it's
waiting for someone to go outside of the question. Thank you, Blitz.
a.
It's, it's always
Can I
nice.
just not use this?
Uh, I was thinking the same thing of Blitz. It's like what is truth? Um, and literally what he said, he took the words right out of my mouth when he said like, is it objective? Is it like subjective? Wolf, shut the fuck up. Um, is it what is truth? Truth means a lot of different things to people. So I guess truth, once you
I guess
find
my
it,
thing. Yeah, I was just gonna sorry to interrupt. So by saying if that's not really truth, then truth isn't supposed to be subjective.
hey, so
You have to call it
it's
something else. It's not truth.
yeah. So it's like the thing with truth, it's like isn't truth based on perspective? And if it is, then is it really truth? You know? It's like
It's an interpretation.
yeah, and I feel like that's the way to, I guess, find it or find your truth necessarily, because like Blitz said, the truth might be subjective. So if it's not, I feel like if it's not something that can be something that can be over everyone and not just certain people, then it's I don't know, it's not really.
I don't. I think it goes back to that question. Is like, what is truth? I'm talking about like truth in terms of something that's fact, or is it something that you that you perceive? Like to me, like truth is that's based in fact. Like no matter what perspective you have, the truth like 1 + 1 = 2, right? That's
Mhm.
truth. You can't change that based on what our understanding of arithmetic. Like no matter if you're Democrat, Republican, gay, straight, whatever, 1 + 1 = 2. That's truth. That's it.
Yeah.
So it's like, can you really attribute truth to something that is subjective?
Yeah.
I don't know.
And then is the truth going to change? Like, is that truth set in stone, or is that going to change? Whatever down the line.
I guess it depends because like okay, let's say the definition. Let's say going back to 1 + 2 again, right? Let's
Hmm.
say the definition of one changes or something.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, 1 + 1 = 2. Like if we change the rules of arithmetic, then I guess truth in that sense can change. But I don't know. Like, is it something that is just a construct that we've made, or is it something that's
Most of the shit
created
is
by
a
is it
construct that we've made. So
that we've made? That's what I'm saying. Is this like, or is it something that it comes from a higher power that we can't even comprehend? Therefore, we can't change it. There's no point in trying to debate it. I
yeah.
don't know. Like,
Yeah.
a lot, like I said, a lot of this stuff is stuff constructs.
Yeah. I guess
That's
to answer the question though, my answer would be perspective. Perspective and philosophy, because that's pretty much what we're doing right now. Is just philosophy,
yeah.
all philosophy. So that's just to answer the question. But That was a nice little brain pick. Uh, so yeah. Next question. Starting again with Mitch. By what standards do you judge yourself?
Um, didn't I could have swore we done this on another one.
We might have.
We might have done
I
some
don't
type
think
of
so.
some type of
Drink.
variation. I need to drink some water. Holy shit.
What standards do I like? Standards that I set for myself, or like,
Yep. What standards do you I guess standards you set for yourself, societal standards, I don't know.
oof, really getting personal. Ooh, shit.
It's it's the point of the life portion.
Mm. Uh. Well, I guess kind of a normal one is like always try to I don't know, I try to appeal to everybody in a way. Even though, people say like, oh, I don't care what anybody says about me type shit. I ain't here to appease you, you know what I'm saying? But don't nobody really want to be you don't want to be unappealing to everybody. It's just that's common sense. You don't want to be unappealing to everybody. So I guess like in a way I try to be appealing to anybody, I guess, to everybody. Try not to annoy people at times, try my best to not be obnoxious. Try to take people's opinions on shit like that. Like don't really like to like pop off with people. Usually try not to be rude, obviously try to be nice as possible. Um obviously try to like make the best for myself. Like like shit like try to be successful and shit. Um and the way I judge myself through those is if I'm fucking up, people telling me I'm fucking up in any way, what I'm saying? People tell me, "Oh, you're kind of doing this thing wrong," and I'm clearly not. I'm clearly trying to like do this thing right, you know what I'm saying? That's how I judge myself. I'm like, "Well, clearly, nigga, you trying to do this thing right and you're doing it wrong. So, you know, like do better, nigga. Like try your best. Try your best to do better. You know what I'm saying? Fix it. Fix what you got to fix and implement it, bro. Just implement it. Work on it. Implement it into your daily life. Implement it to the point where you can be happy and don't have to judge yourself, like in a bad light, at least. You know what I mean? Just find what act like what you know find what makes you feel unproud about yourself, makes you feel like in any way, shape, or form like horrible about yourself.
So
Shit.
basically, just knowing your weakness.
Yeah, like know what's bad about you, and then try to fix it to the point where you won't have to say. I mean, obviously you're gonna say, yeah, there's probably something bad about me, but it's like you gonna be the first person to notice it. It's not gonna be another person to notice when something's wrong with you, or
So not
when
fixing
you
it
go.
for others, fixing it for yourself.
Yeah, and to the point where I can say, yeah, I don't really like this question would be like foreign to me. Like I don't judge myself. I judge. I don't have to judge myself because I'm doing what I need to do type shit. Would be because like, well, I'm obviously
I,
not, but
I get you. I get you.
yeah, if
I kind of yeah.
I want to get to that point where I'm like, I don't really judge myself. Do what I have to do on a daily basis.
So
Which
are you saying? I mean, you're probably going to correct me because I'm wrong. But are you saying that's damn near perfection? That you don't judge yourself anymore?
affection.
Perfection.
Oh man, no, no, not affection. I guess you really could never not judge yourself. You will probably judge yourself constantly, constantly. But
We talking
yeah,
about judging or like
I
criticizing?
Judging.
kinda.
Judging. A question
I
is
get yeah,
judging. What?
judging myself. Like I guess both really. I judge myself. Like when I like catch myself doing something wrong. When I catch myself doing something wrong, I'll start like judging and criticizing myself at the same time. Like people will judge me, but I'll do it first. I won't let you get the chance to do it majority of the time.
I ain't
You know
gonna
what
let
I'm
you
saying?
get the
Okay. I think I
chance.
misunderstood.
Yeah,
Talking about
I
like
kind of, yeah, yeah.
I won't like I won't let niggas judge me before I judge myself. Like if I'm doing something and I genuinely know it's wrong, I'm gonna be the first to know that it's wrong and to judge myself for it. If I do something wrong that's judgeable like that, then
Mhm.
I'm gonna try my best to be the first person to judge myself for it, type shit.
like to punish yourself.
Not punish myself, but just be aware of it.
Cause
Like
I
I'm
was
not
about
gonna.
to play that Anon track again. I was like, how you condemning yourself? Is that how it works?
Nah, I don't condemn myself, but I will be aware of
Is it
that
possible
problem
to
and
condemn yourself?
Yeah.
probably yeah. I've done it.
Hmm.
I've condemned myself for multiple things, but at once type shit. So
I feel that.
yeah, so for sure I've what you call it? You can yeah.
I feel that. Goats. What about you?
I think I don't know. I think judging yourself could be bad
Mhm.
because a lot of times we aren't fair to ourselves.
Mhm.
Um, I think the harshest judge in your life is probably you, and I think
That's
like
100%. Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
true.
yeah, depending on like where your self confidence is at and all that shit, like you shouldn't like you shouldn't try and actively like look for things wrong with you. That being said, you should definitely always try to better yourself. So the way I do it is I look at myself like at the point of time now to like a point in the past. So like if I'm like looking at me now and I'm like, you know what? These personal qualities have improved than like this time last year, then I'm improving as a person and that's good. Um, I don't think you should really like try and walk behind yourself and like give yourself shit after every fuck up because that's not really gonna do anything. Like you're just gonna feel bad that way. I think you should just take what you did wrong and just not do it again. And that's really it.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I feel that.
Yeah.
Chef.
Yes.
The floor is yours, my man. What you think?
Uh, what standards do you judge yourself? I mean, yeah, I don't really judge myself, but if I had to choose something, it'll be my composure
Hmm.
in situations. If I can handle myself quite well in a situation, remain calm. Don't let it rile me up too much, or don't let myself overthink it, and just let it flow. Then, I mean, I'm in good standings from that point. It's not really much I can judge myself on. I just, I just go through and just let something happen, see what happens, and then learn from it.
Hmm.
Well, composure is the biggest thing.
I feel that. Blitz. What about you? What are the standards you judge
Um,
yourself upon?
I guess I'd echo a lot with what Chef said because it's not really something I've thought about too much. Um, I also like a lot of what Goat said as well. It's like I think it's kind of detriment to kind of judge yourself. Um, or at least like, I guess every time I hear the word judge, I'm thinking of like how do you, I guess, criticize or punish yourself? You've like done something wrong, done
Yeah.
something you probably shouldn't
And
have.
it's what I mean judge. It's not necessarily in the extreme sense where you're like I was talking to Mitch about like condemning yourself and punishing yourself. Just kind of the the what's the word? Not the
Like what stand?
harshest definition
Go ahead.
of judge, but like just judge meaning kind of thinking back. So maybe you could use the word critique, like criticism. Um,
Yeah.
so
So I guess when you put it that way, like I kind of live by like the like treat yourself as you would treat others.
Mm-hmm.
Like I guess, and I consider myself to be someone who's good at putting like myself in other people's shoes and kind of empathizing with that. Um, so I guess I'm trying to think of the best way to put it. When it comes to myself, um, I don't know. Like it's one of those things where it's like I be one to think too much about what other people think of me,
Mm-hmm.
and only till recently I've kind of away from that. Probably like last 3 or 4 years, I've kind of learned to like not really care too much about what I think, and
Mm-hmm.
just try to like actively give myself like positive affirmation and like really like I feel like I'm really good at like analyzing like what if something has gone wrong or something my way or I did something really good at like analyzing like I'm like hindsight is crazy.
Mm-hmm.
I'm that's like one of the good gifts that I do have is kind of like going back and analyzing what I could have done, what it could have maybe something I could have done differently, and then just kind of taking that experience and moving on to the next one so I can be better prepared whenever the next situation that's similar to it comes up. So I guess
Yeah.
that's kind of the best way for me to put it right now. It's just like yeah, just kind of just that's kind of like that's my thought process. Critique or like judge myself or like if it's something not the way I wanted it to. It's like okay, what could I have done? Like I guess that's probably the best way to put it. Is like whenever something like does happen, like I never really I'm not the first to like point the finger at like an outside source, like another person or the situation. My first thought is, okay, what did I do wrong?
Mm-hmm.
What is something I could have done? Which can be good and it could be good or bad. But yeah, it could be good or bad. Like maybe there isn't anything. That's just how it was gonna go. But at the same time, like I feel like that's just kind of how I approach each situation. Just like, okay, what could I have done better? What's something that I may have? What's something I could have done differently to get a different outcome? So that's kind of like my whole process is thinking about that question.
I real quick just to capitalize what you said. I'm well not gonna capitalize, but like to go off is like I'm the opposite when it comes to like analyzing what I did wrong. It's like I'll look at what I did wrong, and instead of like taking and moving it on, I'll stay on what I did wrong, which is a huge problem I have. Like I can't like if it's really some shit that I feel like really fucked something up for me, I will not let it go. Like there's some shit I can let go nowadays that I wouldn't have been able to like ago. But there is still some shit that like I did wrong and it still hurts to like even to this day, even though like easily majority of people would have gone over and said, mission failed, better luck next time. But it's like me, I just keep that shit in my head and it is very, 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 very,
I feel
very,
like because I used to be
very
the same way. Like I
Yeah,
said,
It's
like over the
detrimental,
last
bro.
yeah, over the last 3 or 4 years, because I used to think the same way. It's just like, and you'll definitely get as you like continue to get different experience. You don't have the time to be harping on stuff. That's been my takeaway. Is like yeah, like it's like something may have directly like impacted, uh, could have happened. Like you could have done something better.
you gotta
At the
keep
same time,
pushing.
like well, life moves too quick to just think to be stuck on stuff like that. At least that's been my takeaway.
Yeah.
So
Oh yeah, like when you said you used to think about how other people, how did you put it? You thought about how other people thought about you in certain situations, Blitz.
yeah,
Yeah, I used to think the same way too until I realized I'm never gonna see these people ever again. So,
yeah,
Hmm.
yeah. That's one way to look at it. Yeah,
because I used to do that in public, I'm like, I don't want people really, I don't like people looking at me to begin with. But if I see someone looking at me, I used to be like, damn, what you thinking?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm
yeah,
like, oh, I'm never gonna see this face ever again, fam.
right.
I don't even have to worry about you.
Yeah.
Hey,
I,
yeah, sometimes like it's good to have like that endless view in your mind. In your mind, could have gone, but what you could have done better. But then you gotta kind of like you gotta get that in that mindset where you just into the like. There's a saying in football: you gotta move on to the next play. Like, because I mean, we watch football a lot. Like, there's a lot of bullshit that happens in. Like, if you spend too much time thinking about like that fumble that you may have lost, then that's how you fuck around and get hurt because your mind's not on what's in front.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of the mentality I've kind of started to adopt is like, yes, when stuff doesn't go perfect, like, yeah, you can review what could have done differently. You could have done. Ultimately, you got to move on because if you keep harping on it, it gets you hurt.
Yeah. And I think I agree definitely with Blitz on the part because me and Mitch we're definitely like on the opposite side of the spectrum. Why when he's on the extreme side of like staying on it for too long to a point where it's not really healthy. I'm on the opposite spectrum where it's like how I was literally saying before this podcast, like I don't really care about much right now. It's like I'll go through multiple situations and I'll always be stuck. Or not necessarily stuck, but it's just like that's just how I perceive things and this the best way I perceive things is in the spectator role. So even when something may happen that I'm involved in, I'm it's almost like I'm not there in a way. And it's not like, oh, I'm not like holding my bargain or like anything like that. But like with family, like okay, I'll put myself in situations like that. Like issues outside of family, it's like I'm a ghost, and it's like sometimes when I was younger, it would hurt me because I didn't care, and it's like I couldn't muster anything up to care, and that would like crumble me even more, and just like how initially I would hold on to things, and then when I notice either before or when it happens, my intuition, my feelings, everything is changes like that on the dime as soon as it happens. So it's like, did you even care in the first place? You know? And it's like I'm trying to work on that, and it's weird cuz I would say I'm not an insensitive person. And I care about people's feelings and I genuinely care for people's well-being. But at the same time, it's like just I really can't muster up the feeling. Not even the feeling to care, it's just I can't muster up caring right now. I'm out of caring juice right now. It's just not here. It's just not there. And the standard that I try to hold myself up to is um one like Blitz and Chef said is composure. Just because composure and balance. That's something I try to hold myself up to, and also my mental image, not my image on the outside, but my image on the inside, being okay, like being composed, being calm, understanding the situation for what it is, not trying to see it from my side or the other person's side, but trying to see it from the truth, the side of truth. And then that's funny because what the fuck is truth? But
What is truth?
yeah, but just to make it simple, like whatever situation it is, seeing the what actually happened and not really seeing like the sides because that's how shit get twisted. Um, so yeah,
I feel that.
yeah, a nigga trying to care, but a nigga can't care.
Oh, you'll get there eventually.
Is it like where you like struggle empathizing with other people?
I, it's difficult to really pinpoint it because it's like I I don't fucking know.
Is it that you don't relate to them?
I guess maybe it's that. I maybe
Like
I'm
it's like say you saw a homeless and he's got a sign saying "haven't eaten
I will give
a
that
week"
person
or
food, but it's like
You live in Baltimore though.
I don't.
Yo.
I really don't. I really don't. That's the crazy part about it. Um, but it's just like I'll give that person food, but like I've seen people not die in front of my eyes, but like I've seen people go to shit. Like I've seen people 1 week, next week they're dead, and it's like
Huh.
it's just how Mitch stays with it. And I'm not saying this in a bad tone or anything. I'm literally just trying to use you as comparison. How Mitch stays with it, it's like I'm literally just moving along with life, and it's like I'm not even staying to empathize or staying to
It doesn't
discuss.
phase you.
Yeah, it's like it can't phase me, and like that hurts because
That's
I want to
really
be
cool.
vulnerable. I like that's one thing that makes me not feel human, and I want to do that, but it's like I can't muster it up.
Um, I feel like I do the exact same thing, and I've actually talked to my therapist about it, and she just says that because I feel that way about things, like because like I feel a certain way about myself. Like my biggest problem right now is like self-loathing,
Hmm.
and she says that like I can't like it's gonna be like almost impossible for me to empathize with people like if I can't empathize with myself.
Yeah.
So if I can't like feel bad for myself or like not blame myself for everything, that's what I'm trying to work on. So I don't know if you do the same thing, but that's
Yeah,
just what I'm working on.
I'm trying to work on that. There's been times where I've cried because it's like, damn, I really did fuck up.
Yeah,
And I feel like
it's like that though.
after this recent relationship, that's when it taught me the most. So, I mean, I'm getting there, but it's still a major problem that I'm dealing with. That's kind of like
Yeah,
the only, I won't say the only problem, but it's like one of the biggest problems I'm fucking trying to get
we're all
solved.
human, supposed to
Yeah,
grow and learn.
yeah. But it sucks when you don't feel human.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah,
At the same time, I know some humans, they're kind of shitty, so
yeah.
I'm alright.
I really be like fuck niggas, and I mean that shit. But
Yeah, I mean, yeah,
yeah,
You can make the argument that wanting to feel human is feeling.
yeah. I guess yeah. It's like I said, perspective. So wanting and being are two different things, though. So
Yeah, but it's that self awareness that separates us from other creatures on this earth.
yeah,
Right? So so you're aware of that feeling, even though you may not produce it. I don't, and I'm not trying to be a therapist
no.
problem, but I feel like trying to like force that to manifest is also contributing. Like
What'd
it's
you
like
say?
one,
You cut out.
like trying to force those kinds of feelings to manifest might be contributing to the problem too. I don't just throw it out there to
I
it makes
yeah,
sense.
cause low key, I've been trying to my grandmother has a lot of plants and she takes care of them and I see how much she cares for the plant and how she just cares for the things around her. Um so I know one thing I did want to work on was like just caring for something, whether that be like a pet or a plant. And I think um that would help most definitely. So
Yeah,
yeah, it's a process though. So I mean,
yeah.
also
yeah.
that's an unfair comparison. Yo, grandmas are like number one for caring about stuff.
That is low key. Yeah, because they've been through it all. So I mean,
Yeah.
yeah. So I guess I
It
gotta.
might just be something that comes with like a like
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe some life event happens. Some fucking
because you haven't even hit 20 yet. Like, I
yeah.
don't want to sound like this one. You haven't even.
Yeah, I know. I haven't
'Cause I
really
used to think
lived
the
yet.
same
So you
shit.
know.
No, I think
Yeah,
for
once you go through it, you'll be changing up tunes.
yeah, I feel
Yeah.
like for sure, like the way I feel about shit right now will probably change in the next like 5 years.
Oh,
Oh
most
yeah,
definitely.
for sure.
Yeah.
Experiences make you way more compassionate. Like, I don't know. There's just like some things that I wouldn't have necessarily cared about before, and I was put in a life-threatening situation, which you all know about. And like after that, it's like I look at people with that situation like so much differently because I had the same experience. It goes like hand in hand with everything you do or everything you may go through. So I mean, you're just gonna go through shit. I'm not saying you already haven't gone through shit, but you're gonna go through more shit, and that compassion's gonna build up even more. So
Yeah.
And you're gonna realize that you stuff.
you big cut out. Say
I don't
what?
I don't know what's going on. Like, I'm just saying it's gonna hit you. Like, you're just not even gonna wake up one day and it's just like, damn, like I wasn't thinking or feeling like this 4 years ago.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. Time flies when you're
Not
existing.
depressed.
There's one other point.
I'm just
Yeah,
trying to
I
fall
can't
into a coma, bro.
I don't know about that, but yeah. I mean, yeah. I would like to talk about it more, just off podcast, but yeah,
Yeah, same. This is a good topic for late night.
for sure, for sure. Not on some is this bottle really a bottle type shit, but
Nigga,
You
what
had me
does
worried with that first question. I'm not gonna.
nah, I wasn't trying to like. My thing is, I like to try to push things like, and I mean when I
No,
mean
it's-
things, I mean like every fucking thing. Anything I can push, I'm gonna push it, and that's just me. I like pushing shit. That's just hey.
No, it makes sense. It's just like I wasn't exactly sure.
Yeah.
And I think that's probably part of the conversation too. Is like what.
Yeah.
Just trying to have like conversation about stuff that's really the definitive answer.
Yeah, and I feel like that's kind of the thing I try to aim for. I don't want everyone to have the same answer, and I like when I asked you the first, when I asked you the first question and you had a completely different answer than everyone else. I kind of wanted people to stay in the realm of that question, but go outside of the box. So that's the whole idea behind the live portion of the podcast. Try to pick, niggas' brains, and we're holy shit, successful yet again. I would like to thank you, gentlemen, Mitch, Goats, and your usual suspects, Blitz and Chef, for being on the podcast. Are there any last words from any of you gentlemen?
this was really really chill ass podcast, bro. I fucked with this one.
Man, I say that every time, nigga.
Oh,
Bethesda has to get ran through.
Damn.
wow.
Nah, bro. We need Fallout 5 and
Nope.
No,
No, we don't.
no.
Elder Scrolls
don't.
6.
Okay, Elder Scrolls 6 is
2030.
coming out
That might be
regardless,
good
though.
on that too. The way they
No, with
Hey,
all
bro,
Bethesda
new
games.
engine, new
No,
engine
I'm
type
done with
beat.
all Bethesda games.
Bro,
Damn.
listen.
Oh,
Right.
Shit. I think Fallout dead. Fallout probably dead as a franchise, to be honest. but
76
Elder
is
Scrolls
dead.
6
Fuck.
Fallout, or not Fallout. Elder Scrolls 6 still gotta come out. So, once they come out, if that flop, Bethesda done. You know what I'm saying?
They already did.
What
Holy
the fuck?
shit.
All right.
Yep, gotta go.
Okay. My closing remarks. Hopefully Star Wars is cool. Like, it's probably
Ugh.
gonna be bad, but I hope I'm wrong. And be kind to yourself and treat yourself well
Facts.
because nobody else will.
And love yourself
Facts.
before you love someone else.
Exactly.
Facts. Hike 1000%.
And
Yeah.
take mental health seriously because that shit is serious.
That shit is.
Mhm.
That shit is. Even if you don't have depression or like any of the really serious ones, you should still consider it. Not even consider it. Still,
Nah, Slipknot said it best, yo. Everyone's a little bit. We all.
you
Everyone's a little
cutting
bit
out big time.
You know what? I quit. I'm done.
And type it in chat so I can just say it, bro. Cause you're saying some heat. Hello. You good? Blitz. Oh yeah, I'm plugging this shit. Blitz, you here?
Yeah,
Nah.
can you hear me?
What the? Yeah. What'd you say about Slipknot?
I
was the
said
quote?
they said it best. Everyone's a little bit a lot of the time. We all got something. So
Hey,
Mental health is definitely got to be taken seriously.
yeah. I know I got a little bit of insanity. That's just me.
But that actually was not my closing statement.
Oh shit.
My closing statement actually was Kyrie Irving in his debut for the Brooklyn Nets. 50 points, 8 rebounds, 7 assists.
Holy shit.
My go point guard, bro.
The Nets lost in overtime.
Bruh.
Hey.
That's
Bruh.
my closing statement.
Bruh.
My go point guard, though.
Bruh.
Who out here doing that?
50 points. That's tough.
And a loss. I'm
And
going
a
right up
loss.
to the. I'm going right up to the journal. Kevin, get down here now. I don't care about your leg. We'll get it better when we play. Let's go. Got me fucked up. Shot me a 50 burger and we lost. What the fuck?
Chef, what about you? Any Titanic news for us today?
No, not today. No.
Oh, okay. No closing
I
statement.
will say though.
None?
I will say
Oh,
though. I
shit.
will say though.
All right, thank you for that.
Facts, yeah,
I appreciate that, bro.
I
That
felt
was
that with
deep.
all of my
That was
soul.
deep, bro.
Yeah.
That
Oh,
was
That might be the
yeah.
realest you've ever said.
deep.
Yo, who can stop him after that?
Not me.
Oh,
I'm not
God.
stopping a 50 per hour man. That's 50. That's not me.
50 power, man. That's 50.
Yeah.
I wasn't joking when I said my army of cats was watching.
All right,
They was sitting there watching, looking at the room and everything, bro. I was not joking. They are ready for action.
They on patrol?
All I had to do was snap my finger. He would have came up and got everything for me.
Why don't you have him deal with the spider, bro?
No, the spider was chilling. He was minding his business, but I killed him anyway.
Yo.
Wow.
Alright.
Talk about empathy.
Senseless killing. All right.
No, he was on my property. That's not gonna happen.
You are a murderer.
He would have been left alone if he didn't have.
But
that
he
big
was
thing
killing the
in front of my-
mosquitoes and every other bug. What's up?
He had a leaf dangling in front of my door. That's not gonna happen again. I'm not about to open my door to go to work and I see a leaf sitting right there and it's just floating. Nah.
Don't go to work. Simple fix.
All right.
Alright,
Wait,
bro.
what?
Don't go to work. Simple fix. You ain't gonna see it.
Don't
I
go to
thought you
work.
said something else. I'm gonna be real with you.
I need to go to work. What you mean?
Fuck that. Just be broke.
I mean, I really ain't gotta go.
Nigga said,
How's he gonna play Outer Worlds if he don't?
True. Heard it.
Game Pass only $1, yo, for the first month. What you mean?
Yeah, for the first month.
Hey, beat that shit in less than a month.
Oh, I will. I will.
Forehead.
That's the only thing I'm gonna be playing for the next month.
Probably
yeah,
not.
me too.
If it got that replayability, next month.
I
for
think
real.
it will, yo. With the we can talk about this later.
Yeah. This podcast is 3 hours long.
Yeah,
Almost.
2 hours.
34 right now.
I said
bro.
that.
that's hilarious.
Kenpachi, any closing remarks?
Yeah. My closing remark, I guess.
Facts.
Yeah, you're right. All right. Yeah. My closing remark was love yourself before you love anyone else. But we out. That is Kenpachi's Room Podcast, episode 24. Appreciate all you gentlemen. Love y'all niggas, and I'm out.
Yes,
Peace.
sir. Twitch.tv/goats. Let's
All
get
right,
it.
this nigga, yeah. Mitch,
Stop.
you might as well plug yours as well, bro.
Twitch.tv/SendCon. You already know where I'm at.
Mine's better though. You feel me? Hey, y'all have a good night.
Oh, niggas.